with nothing other than God's word as the guide. Everyone don't have your best interest, watching whom you confide. Just wanna fly beyond the clouds and close my eyes and just glide. So many people come around when you shine, but they can't see what's underneath of the glow. What's underneath of the glow? Soon as it's gone, the present starts to decline. It's something that I learned long time ago. Long time ago. They always quick to say they love me, they lie. When they can't really see me fail on the low. To see me fail on the low. But that won't stop me, cause I'm going for mine. I'm on my grind 7 days in a row. I'm at a fork in the road. Lord have mercy, I'm drowning in guilt. Past consist of trying to cover up my dirt like a quilt. Gotta carry my own load, my muscles starting to wilt. Down and out, but still on my feet, that's just the way that I'm built. 1 minute I'm standing tall like I'm walking on stilts. Then it's like I get vertigo, the ground beneath me it tilts. I've been stuck on this roller coaster, flipping upside down. Every twist and turn that I've taken kept my feet off the ground. As strong as I tried to be, this kept me feeling unnerved. Tried to run away from my past and getting what I deserve. I don't ask a whole lot of questions, I just stay on reserve. There's plenty of wisdom to gain when you sit back and observe. The benefits are greater when quick to listen and slow to speak. Know all I need to know without ever asking, so to speak. Take time to critique just when I'm reaching my peak. It comes Satan, demons, and haters trying to ruin my streak. Behind the wheel and I was taking a ride, but really I ain't got nowhere to go. I've got nowhere to go. Full speed ahead and I'm just cruising alone. Where I end up is truly no way to know. There's truly no way to know. I know that better days are eventually coming, but where they at, this time is moving too slow. Time is moving too slow. Well, I get to see them before I drop down below. Cause I've been doing such a critical blow. A metaphor in the seen it all of my time in the eyes. They never lie, forever I will put my trust in God. So whenever I reach my lowest point, my praise for him is forever high. Whether ride for weak or stand strong through endeavors, I will always keep in mind the bird with no wings could never fly. Rather fail many times to say forget it and never try. Trying to make it to paradise where no one will ever die. Satan deceives this world with an abundance of clever lies. So if ever I can help you see it, then let me witness. Gotta exercise my faith in Jesus, spiritual fitness. Ever since Adam and Eve, the trickery escalated. Master of cunning is dangerous to underestimate it. Over just matter, it's vital that they investigate it. If Jehovah finds it offensive, my suggestion is to hate it. Throw up your treasures in heaven, material gains are waste. Sin is a poison we crave, but don't be fooled by the taste. Sometimes in life you gotta swallow your pride. Eventually you're gonna reap what you sow. You're gonna reap what you sow. When things ain't adding up, you gotta divide. It's just a sign that you're starting to grow. I know that opportunity is knocking outside, but I'll be damned if I go answer the door. I'm not gonna answer the door. Nothing but Satan trying to reel me back in, but I ain't falling for his tricks anymore. I'm at a fork in the road. Believe it or not, in 43 years you learn quite a lot. Know that my days are numbered, so what is left to give all I got. Jot down life lessons, gotta take them in stride. When the puzzle pieces don't fit, two worlds will often collide. Proving difficult to accept it when it's time to decide. It's not meant to be, can't be forced, push wishful thinking aside. Experience makes you smarter, keep your eyes open wide. Everything in life has to teach through ups and downs like a tide. Soaking up all the information that it has to provide. More pressure is being applied when good and bad coincide. Not high enough up in rank, so you can't override. Overwhelmed by the anxieties you've been feeling inside. That's the way of the human being, no matter where you reside. On the road with nothing other than God's word as the guide. Everyone don't have your best interest, watching whom you confide. Wanna fly beyond the clouds and close my eyes and just glide. So many people come around when you shine, but they can't see what's underneath of the glow. What's underneath of the glow? Soon as it's gone, the present starts to decline. It's something that I learned long time ago. I learned long time ago. I know they always quick to say they love me, they lie when they can't wait to see me fail on the low. To see me fail on the low, but that won't stop me cause I'm going for mine. I'm on my grind 7 days in a row. I'm at a fork in the road. Lord have mercy, I'm drowning in guilt. Past consist of trying to cover up my dirt like a quilt. Gotta carry my own load, my muscles starting to wilt. Down and out, but still on my feet, that's just the way that I'm built. 1 minute I'm standing tall like I'm walking on stilts. Then it's like I get vertigo, the ground beneath me it tilts. I've been stuck on this roller coaster, flipping upside down. Every twist and turn that I've taken kept
All right,
me
we're ready to go, D. Whenever you
I tried to be, this kept me feeling unnerved. Tried to run away from my past and getting what I deserve. I don't ask a whole lot of questions, I just stay on reserve. There's plenty of wisdom to gain when you sit back and observe. The benefits are greater when quick to listen and slow to speak. Know all I need to know without ever asking, so to speak. Take time to critique just when I'm reaching my peak. Here comes Satan, demons, and haters trying to ruin my streak. Behind the wheel and I was taking a ride, but really I ain't got nowhere to go. I got nowhere to go. Full speed ahead and I'm just cruising alone. Where I'm up is truly no way to go. There's truly no way to know. Where better days are eventually coming, but where they at, this time is moving too slow. Time is moving too slow. Look at the scene before I drop down below. Yes, I've been doing such a critical blow. A metaphor in the scene it all in my time. In the eyes, they never lie. Forever I will put my trust in God, so whenever I reach my lowest point, my praise for him is forever high. Whether ride for weak or stand strong through endeavor's eye. But always keep in mind the bird with no wings could never fly. Rather fail many times to say forget it and never try. Trying to make it to paradise where no one will ever die. Satan deceives this world with an abundance of clever lies. So if I can help you see it, then let me witness. Gotta exercise my faith in Jesus, spiritual fitness. Heavens is Adam and Eve, the trickery escalated. Master of cunning is dangerous to underestimate it. Or it just matter, it's vital that they investigate it. If Jehovah finds it offensive, I suggest just to hate it. Store up your treasures, them having material gains of waste. Sin is a poison we crave, but don't be fooled by the taste. Sometimes in life you gotta swallow your pride. Eventually you're gonna reap what you sow. You're gonna reap what you sow. When things ain't adding up, you gotta devise. Just a sign that you're starting to grow. I know that opportunity is knocking outside, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna answer the door. I'm not gonna answer the door. Nothing but Satan trying to reel me back in, but I ain't falling for his tricks anymore. A metaphor in the road.
All right, what up, what up, what up? It's your boys, the Dark Squad, coming back. You already know what day it is. It is Live Music Monday. Wednesday edition. So we are back and we are excited to be here as always. Tonight, as we always say, that each podcast has its own energy. So we're going to see where the energy flows and where it takes us. But as normal, we do have trivia. We have a little bit of talk and some stuff going on in the world. Some important things we need to discuss. And then, of course, there is the music. And I think that Eclipse has some surprises for us as far as music is concerned. Would that be correct?
Something like that.
Okay. What? Speak into the mic, brother. Say it with your chest.
One of us says we can hear you, but the sound is a bit off.
Off as in echoey, off as
Is
in...
it both of us? Am I off as well? Yeah, describe off. Off how? Echoey, delayed, we sound like robots. Define
It's like
off,
y'all
please.
are in the background.
Is it any better now?
You probably got it closer to the mic.
Okay?
Any improvement whatsoever?
Both. It sounds far away and one of the other things, but I don't know what the other thing is.
Is everybody else experiencing this same volume problem?
Speak up.
And again, have we improved at all?
Yes. Are we going up or down in life?
Keep talking. Any improvements?
Yeah.
Any improvements?
How are we living out there? Are we like...
Oh, you know what? Hold on.
Uh-oh. We...
It said no. Okay.
All right.
Well, all right.
Sound and film guy extraordinaire seems to have fixed the problem. Feet said I can hear. All right, can somebody second that motion? Do I hear a second? That was it.
That was it.
Said that was it.
Well, all right.
All right. That's like why we keep.
I'll be back. I gotta pick up myself.
Okay.
Hey, well, dang. Okay.
Getting worked.
All right. So tonight we're gonna start off with a few things. We're gonna start off with some real talk first. So 2 weeks ago we were here with Crisis, who hopefully most of you caught that we try to bring in again just a diverse set of people with a diverse set of skills. And Crisis came in and burned the building down. one of the things he did was he kind of ripped his chest open and just threw his heart on the table with all of his pain, his angst, his trauma, his life experiences, similar to the masterpieces that this one writes. During that podcast, we, as always, had a good time. But there was some juice in circulation during that podcast. And we just wanted to briefly speak on it and then get on to the get-onables. The juice during that podcast was a little more potent than I think we're accustomed to having it. And so Eclipse and I, it
was a lot more potent. It wasn't a little bit more potent.
Okay, I don't know.
It was moonshine status potent. Let me just put that out there. That wasn't no regular vodka.
All right. So I think the short of what we got is that Eclipse was drinking moonshine unbeknownst to him. Is that the summary?
I was cold tripping. And I don't even remember. So enough said.
Okay. So cold tripping, he doesn't remember. So one of the reasons that this podcast works is because there's synergy between me and this guy. There's a frequency that we speak that y'all don't always catch on to, but that we speak between each other so that one knows when to come in, fall back, get liver, bring the liveness down. Our frequency was off because of the moonshine is what we're going to refer to it as.
Yeah, the moon was definitely getting the shine on. The whole sky was just lit up. The shine was there. It had shone. Like I said, I don't even remember. I went back and watched most of it. It was a whole bunch of stuff I ain't know really happened. I'm like, what? Who? When?
So,
you don't say. Hell yeah.
Okay.
I was all the way lit.
Yes. So, and I know for many of you, this is entertainment, and it should be. You should come here to be a place of fun. But there's a standard, however janky it may be at times, that we keep here at Dark Squad Entertainment. And we want to make sure that we always are keeping it real about that. That's the standard of professionalism infused with large amounts of tomfoolery that we aspire to. And we don't feel like we quite hit the mark because the moonshine was at play. So we just wanted to address that, let you know the frequency is frequencying again. And that we will keep in mind that, sometimes what we drink ain't what we think that we're drinking. Also, what?
No, I was laughing at you.
Okay. All right. So we wanted to address that. There are also people that come to our podcast with real trauma. Sorry, I'm actually just calibrating. We are two of those people. And for those people that come with real trauma, we don't want ever for them to feel like, I was getting something out of that, but it was cut in or it was interrupted or that it wasn't taken with the seriousness that it should have been. So we want to make sure that that's always, because there's a place for both things. There's a place for us to be traumatized and for people to rip their hearts out and slam them on the table. And there's a place for us to just cut the food for no reason for hours at a time. So there's a place for both of those things, and we want both of those things to be honored here.
Well, all right.
All right. So, moving on for tonight, do you want to start the way we always start with the roll call? Oh, y'all, I got news. I think I'm learning the buttons. Now, I will prove myself wrong later tonight by hitting the wrong ones. But for tonight, I think I'm learning them.
Well, all right. Let's start with the roll call.
All right.
Who we got in the building so far? We got Mama Bonds, what's up? Sunday Treats, what's up? The Footed One, Feats of Furry, what's up? Fun Lover, glad you could join because you're always fun every time you come. We got Patrice. Nikki Smith, what's up? Ariel J, what's up?
Ariel, girl, what the world?
I said. Let me see. Plachette, what's up?
Oh, Plushy! That's my baby girl.
The Bills Wilsden One, what's up?
Billy.
Mama Spider, our moderator, what's
Mama
up?
Spider, it ain't a party unless you in it.
Diamond Davis.
Diamond.
Miller. Oh, Priest Magic, what's up? Oh,
Brother, thank you for coming through.
Who else? Hold on. Bink, what's up? My eyes are bad, so
Bianca.
when it's all bunched up like this, I might miss something. Did I miss anybody?
Not that I can see.
I think I got everybody.
All right, so people.
If I missed you, my bag, it wasn't on purpose, but I think I got everybody.
All right, so people are saying, hey, we got the sound in. Sunday Treat said it was a buzzing in the foreground, but now Plachette said we're clear. And so Plachette said, I've been MIA with work. but not the moonshine being lit up. Girl, it was a whole
The
adventure.
moonshine was on fire. That was straight gasoline. Yeah.
Yeah, and it showed up in the delivery of the podcast. Go watch last week's. You'll learn some things. Okay, so
I ain't even see it all the way to the end. I saw that I was lit enough with what I did see.
so Mama Spot's greeting Plachette, and then Mama Spotter said, "Progression is good. I'm with you, Miss Patrice." And that's all we try to do in life. We try to do some stuff. We gonna fail sometimes, or I don't even think we fail, but we're gonna be human sometimes, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna be human again in another
We're
way.
gonna be human all the damn time.
I think the synopsis is what we yeah. All right. So then Mama Spotter said, "Priest sup." You go ahead, Mama Spotter. You hit that upward head nod with priest magic. Okay. So Lover said, "I want to see them button skills. I need proof, ma'am. You know, I will mess them up in a millisecond."
You definitely
We'll
will.
see later on. We will see. Diamond David said, "I'm here," and people are hitting the Miller.
Mella!
All right. So we're going to start out with some things in the world that are going on. These are serious matters in life.
Talk about it.
All right. So in trending topics over the past, I'm going to say week, there is copious amounts of footage of a high school girl, 18-year-old high school track runner who was running in a race. It was a relay race, so she had a baton in her right hand. So she was running in a race. In the race, it appears that she was in second place. So as she's running in the race, a runner comes up to her right and is quickly overtaking her. And so that runner starts to cross into her lane, perceivably to pass her and get in front of her so she can keep her position in front of her. As the runner is coming up to, we'll call this girl running girl, and we'll call this girl the overtaker. So as the second girl is coming up to the first girl, and she kind of cuts into her lane a little bit, and then she edges in front of her. As she edges in front of her, the girl that was in second place before reaches back with the baton in her hand and cracks the first girl over the head, dead right here in the center of the back of her skull.
I think they're familiar. I've already jumped in saying before you even get the story out, she whomped that girl on purpose. And I do believe it was a deliberate whomp or two.
That is the question.
Because the point that you just made
okay, what's the point?
is that the arm was cocked back.
The cock was
There was
yes.
a cock per whomp. Because when you're running, your arms are in this motion.
Correct.
That thing came from back here. Whoop out.
And how was the
Then it
aim?
happened again. It came from back here.
How was the aim that specific to up?
Nah, she ran up on it though. Got in range
She
for
did.
it. She was in range. She was in perfect position to get her whomp on.
So
Yeah. There was a cockback per whomp.
Of these two people, the one that ended up with the concussion and the skull fracture, and the whomper, one of these two is all over the news crying, saying, "Y'all don't understand what I'm going through." Who do you think is
This
who?
is common.
Who do you think
this
is
is
who?
common stuff though.
Do you think the skull fracture girl or the hitter, who's crying all over the news with the NAACP saying, "Y'all don't really understand my feelings"? Who do you think is who? And do we think that this was a deliberate bash in the back of the head?
It was definitely deliberate.
Why do you say it was deliberate?
Again, there was a cockback per whomp. Ain't no way you accidentally pop somebody in the back of the head while running.
That aim was perfect.
When you cock your arm back here and then come forward with the baton.
Yeah. All right.
That's not an accident. You can specifically see the cockback before
Absolutely.
the contact was made more than once until she dropped.
Now, what do we think? Okay, it was an accident, allegedly, is what the girl is saying. But when the girl did this and dropped to the tarmac, the whomper kept running the race. Who amongst us isn't horrified at that point? Did I hit her? Oh my gosh, she's on the ground. Like, is she hurt? Nope, wasn't a concern.
She might have felt she could circle back around after winning first. I'm just saying, this was a competition.
Let me get this medal first.
This was a competition.
It was. It definitely was a competition. It was.
What? Didn't go back. You good? You good? I don't know. I'm just saying. It's just possibility.
Okay.
I ain't saying it's right. I'm just saying.
All right. So, Fun Lover did say, before you can get the story out, she whomped that girl on purpose. Fun Lover said, I'll even walk fast, and I know your arms do not move like that to run. I've never seen...
She seemed to have, like, specifically run up on her and get in range to pull that off.
Her aim
This wasn't
also
just
had
running
to be,
next to her.
Yeah.
She seemed to shift directly in that direction to make this happen.
Okay, and then Miller says, I think it was an accident. Miller! Miller! Explain yourself!
Miller!
Okay, and Fun Lover in all caps said, ain't no way, ma'am. Okay. Plachette said, oh, I'm going to watch and report back. To Plachette, you got to see this.
Sos, what's up?
Okay. Sunday Treat said, yeah, that was deliberate. I saw that. Diamond Davis said, LMAO, it was the cockback. Mama Spider said she was trying to slam that hoop. And then Fun Lover said, the hitter girl talking about the baton was, so what she said was, my baton got stuck in the runner in front of me, her shirt, while she was trying to pass me, and then as my arm came up to get out of and untangled.
The arm did not come up.
And that's correct.
She said came up.
She said that her baton was caught in the girl's shirt as she overtook her, and as her arm came up to untangle,
from
that
here
her arm
and
came back down as she was running.
No way.
First of all, I never saw no entanglement of the shirt.
First of all,
I saw this.
And if it was an accident, it would not have happened twice in a row.
I saw her get clocked in the head once.
Mm-hmm. That was a double bump. She hit her twice.
I gotta watch it again.
You sure do.
Okay, but I know
she hit her twice.
Her aim was dead on.
Nah, there was more than
An
once.
accidental hit
she
to
hit
me would have grazed the shoulder.
She gave her the first pop. That didn't drop her, so she went for she went for another one. Oh, you gonna still keep jogging, didn't you?
All right.
Wow.
All right, so then Plachette says she definitely did. When I seen her crying with them baby hairs, I knew she was guilty. Plachette, girl, speak on it. So, okay, let's just
Common
get this
behavior.
baby hairs a straight
Guilty
thing.
people
First
play
of all,
victims.
These are not baby hairs. These are either full-grown hairs from somebody's horse on a farm, or their hair that you have that you cut short on purpose in order to paste down all over your forehead. Them ain't no baby hairs. So Plachette saying that when the girl was on the news, she had baby hairs literally pasted all over her forehead down to her eyebrows almost. So she's saying to her, guilty.
How many of y'all actually seen this? I see a couple people commenting. I don't know if everybody's even familiar with it.
It was
Who
baby
actually
hair
has
overload.
seen it?
How many horses did you kill to paste that all over the
I
forehead?
know for a fact I saw 2 strikes.
All right, so Fun Lover said the only way it was an accident is if she hit the wrong girl. Okay, she was cocked for a womp, no mistake about it.
2 cocks.
So Mama Spider said the whomper. And then what? Celsius then got his world travel on. He said Buongiorno from Italy.
He in Italy? He ain't in no Italy. You in Italy? No way.
Okay. Well,
You ain't in
Buongiorno
no
to you
Italy.
too. Wait a minute. Okay, that's all right now. Wait, ain't Buongiorno?
You in Italy, cuz?
That's what's up. Okay, Miller said it was not clear enough to see if she did it on purpose, and if it was an accident, I would keep running too. I need to win. Miller! I thought we was
I told you a couple people told me that Get Loose Boost Juice was going to be on deck tonight.
I think it was clear enough to see that it wasn't
clear.
an accident. I don't know how you hit this position and running.
She popped them peoples.
Okay. And then Plachette said she definitely went full Tanya Harding. For those of y'all not old enough to remember, Tanya Harding was in the Olympics for ice skating, and she was the only skater that could do a triple twirl and land on her feet in the ice. She was a power skater. She had this other woman that was favored named Nancy Kerrigan, who was favored to win, and they just didn't like each other. So Tanya Harding arranged to have Nancy Kerrigan, the projected winner, accidentally get attacked and get hit in the knee right before the Olympics. So out of nowhere, an assailant came and whomped Tanya Harding over the knee. I'm sorry, Tanya Harding sent them to whomp Nancy Kerrigan over the knee. So basically, she's saying that she went full Tanya Harding on this person, and
Except
I believe
she
it.
sent her damn self.
She sent herself.
She sent her damn self.
She didn't have a squad. She sent herself.
She
That's
was
correct.
the squad.
Okay. And then Mama Spider said the romper womper. Celsius said, nah, she was on that BS to slap that baton on the back of her head. She's cooked. Bianca said, I'm just hearing about this story. However, from what I heard, it sounds deliberate. And then Miller says she did only hit her one time, but she still feels it was an accident.
She hit her twice.
I saw it once too in the back of the head because the girl went down.
We gonna watch it before we pull off. How much you gonna bet it was twice?
Okay. And then okay. Fun Lover said
no. She hit her twice. I'm telling you.
All right.
She hit her first. Then she kept running a few more steps, so she kept up with her and bopped her one more time before she went down.
She hit her twice. Whatever this one was, and then if you slow it down, you see her do this. You see her look like she's tracking where to send the womp. It wasn't no accidental, my arms are out of control, and wherever I hit, because we're in close vicinity, I hit. Her eyes track over and up so that she can see where this needs to go, which is in the back of the girl's head. Okay, so then Fun Lover said them baby hairs got a 401. They've got a 401k, meaning them baby heads are fully grown and ready to retire. This ain't no baby I ever seen. So Celsius said he saw it.
She might really be in Italy because I see a whole different conversation going on about the whole.
And then Fun Lover said ain't nothing baby about them hairs. Plus Jess said she had them adult hairs. I need some.
I ain't see all that.
You know how you see women and
no, I know what you're talking about. I'm saying I didn't notice all that on the video.
No. They showed her crying and whining all over the news.
Gotcha.
So Sunday Treat said I saw it, and then Celsius said I am indeed cuz in Italy.
Well, all right.
Okay. And then I thought so too. Okay, Plachette said, is that French? But isn't French bonjour? So is the bonjour no? The Italian way of saying hello? I know bonjour is the French word. Teach us something, Celsius. Bring us up to your current state of bourgeois in Italy.
Why the hell are you in Italy? There's a family trip, a vacation. Is it work? How the hell you end up in Italy?
That's all right, though.
It is.
Oh, he said yes. They say buongiorno here, too, though, Plachette. All right, so then the second other thing that has been just rocking the world is the Breakfast Club is up in arms and arguing amongst themselves on live broadcast. So some of us know a comedian named Jess Hilarious. I've never thought she was hilarious, but each person is entitled to their own opinion of what they think is funny. I've just never laughed. But Jess Hilarious took Angela Yee's spot on the Breakfast Club, and shortly after that, she decided on purpose to get pregnant. This is the ideal. I just got a new job, and in Jess Hilarious' own words, my dream job. But now's the perfect time for me to get pregnant and leave when I'm new to the squad. Leave for a large amount of time and come back later. Obviously, my spot is secure. I'm new here, but my spot is secure. Let me go have a baby.
Are y'all familiar with this? Because this is all brand new news to me.
Okay, so anyway, so she went and had a baby, and the woman that she suggested for a replacement, apparently to the Breakfast Club's audience, I don't watch the Breakfast Club anymore. Ever since they stopped pulling the rappers in and out, and I stopped really watching it. But to the people that were watching, they felt that the new girl did a better job than Jess Hilarious, because what I've heard on the street is that Jess Hilarious doesn't read well. And so this girl could go through the legality of things. She could go through the intricate details, and she could do that well. So the audience bonded with her because Jess was gone. She came in there for a minute. She left that baby, and then she came back. And when she came back, the audience is bonded with the new girl. So she thought the new girl would leave. I'm back. I need my seat back. Goodbye.
We're done with you for now. Bye-bye.
Correct. But the Breakfast Club hired the new girl, the replacement girl, like, oh, well, you can produce the show. You can have your own little segment. Just stay here in the room with us, and we all make this work together. But there was no clear communication about, all right, Jess, this what you do.
Right.
This her pocket over here. You steal the third host, but this how we do it. There was none of that. So Jess Hilarious just went on a rant on the internet and just aired the Breakfast Club out. I don't know how Angela Yee worked with them for 13 years. I see why she left. They don't have my back. They feed me to the wolves. It's no communication behind the scenes. It's a hot mess. She just went off. And so that thing today actually spilled over into the actual Breakfast Club's podcast or show or whatever you want to call it. So they didn't have no music talk, whatever they be doing. They argued the whole show. Now, I did watch this. That was entertaining. So they just argued the whole show, and Jess ended up crying. And even the girl that replaced her, who was mad because Jess was going off, she even said, look, I don't like the way she did it, but I have to admit, I've been feeling some confusion too because nothing has been established. It's all up in the air. It makes me seem like I'm a bad person for coming in here and taking a job that people asked me to do in her absence. And then it makes her feel like I'm the bad guy because I'm here doing a job well. And so she's taking her anger out on me.
But they didn't fire her, right?
Jess?
She still had a job when she came back, right? It just was an extra person.
And the extra person, because she had been doing such a good job, was kind of talking more. So Jess was sunning her a little bit like, hush, shut up. You be over talking me. So she was sunning her like, I'm back.
Okay.
This is my position now.
Got you.
You know, you need to stand down. And the girl took it out of respect. But it
Got
didn't cause very good relations between them. So what do y'all think about this? Should this be discussed on air? Should they have figured it out? Are Charlamagne and Envy to blame for not keeping the show in a way that was professional? What do y'all say?
You said the ratings went up with the new girl, though,
The new
right?
girl, correct. She wasn't there long enough. She came in and pretty much
How
left.
long was Just Hilarious there before
I don't know the logistics.
this transition?
Okay. So, all right. So, Celsius, Mama Spotter's asking him to come back with, Celsius does the behind the scenes and comes back with new eyes. So bring us something back from Italy, whether it's some fire music or something. And then Plachette saying, cool, thank you for the language lesson. And then Celsius says, this involves soccer because their club is out to play and train. Wait, who's playing soccer over there?
His son.
Oh, that's cool. In Italy?
That's what's up.
That is what's up. Phone Lover said, I do not like that woman or anyone on the Breakfast Club. I would prefer them all retire the show. Okay, and then, okay, and then Plachette said, babe, the mess is real. It was very messy. Bianca said, no, I didn't hear about this either. Fun Lover said, every time I see something about them, it's negative and they get on my nerves. And then Milla says, yes, I am. She's jealous of that girl because they allowing the new girl to stay. Now, I will admit, if I had a job and I came back and my replacement didn't disappear when I came back, I don't know how I feel about that. You supposed to be here while I'm gone. I come back, you ain't gone. What's going on here? So
the ratings done climbed.
But if no one communicates that to me, and Patrice, here's your position, here's new girl's position.
So you feel like they should have gave her a heads up and said, you know what, while you been gone, such and such been here, the ratings done went up, so we gonna keep her. We still,
as opposed to having
here.
her walk in the door, the girl sitting in her seat, and she basically tells the girl to get up, and you're bringing that type of energy unknown to the first person.
No, I get it.
So yeah, I think they should have told her. And if the ratings went up, then that's good for everybody. But yeah, they should have told her. Okay, so then Plachette said Lauren.
The girl didn't do anything wrong, though.
But she got Jess's anger. She was the anger catcher.
No, I'm just saying she actually didn't do anything wrong.
No, so Plachette said Lauren, the replacement girl, is doing an amazing job. Jess is in her feelings and took it out on the wrong person. Kevin Porch says, family, I'm in the building.
Cool.
Kevin Porch.
Oh, what's up, Kev?
Okay, Miller said, I hate the Breakfast Club myself. And Fun Lover said, I'm mad about them talking about that young boy who survived brain cancer. They were making fun of his hair after he had several brain surgeries. Mm-hmm. They can be very insensitive over there. Charlamagne the God acts like he don't have no feelings at all.
Dude is a moron.
Yeah, no feel. And then Envy he rubs me the wrong way. He just rubs me the wrong way. He sits back looking all passive, aggressive, and then every so often he'll say something. I don't know. He just rubs me the wrong way. And so then Lauren is, okay, so Plachette said Lauren is the senior producer, and it was prior to Jess leaving. Celsius says, so that is messy. Me and the wife were talking about this. This is a miscommunication thing at its finest. Jess saw what was going on and didn't say this to them off air, for real. Fun Lover said, I'm not sympathetic to her plight at all because even when she had the platform alone, she constantly chose to misuse it.
Ooh.
Jess.
Okay.
Because she had it by herself, basically.
Got you.
And then Celsius said the higher ups let this rock, which they did, and should have kept this off air. But it was good ratings. Celsius said Jess was asked about this off air from Envy. Pretty sure she was like, nothing. Sunday Treat said, I heard about it, but she's like you. I don't care. Nikki Smith
Glad
said,
somebody's here my way. I could give 2 of them.
the only thing I can say in Jess's defense is that once they found out that Jess was pregnant, she was obligated to her maternity leave, especially if it was in her contract. Okay, and then Celsi said Jess pushed for the replacement girl to take her spot, which she obviously did. And then Mama Spot said, please hit that like button. And then Celsi said, no, the energy should be toward them execs, 100. Fun Lover said, I don't know about this situation, but I have never felt like putting someone on blast is the way to go. You're feeling insecure because they like her, and making mess feels like the wrong move. That's true. She's going to get booted for real doing stuff like that. Nikki said, Jess pushed for her to get the spot, but communication is key. Jess could have said it better, but if they handled it the right way from the beginning, we wouldn't have anything to talk about. And then Plachette says Jess went to social media with it. And she did, but she went messily. I think also Corey Holcomb, the comedian, also fried her several times. And I think that also probably amplified whatever she was feeling. She was like, forget it. I'm just going to go live with it. And then Celsius said facts. So those are the things that are kind of rocking social media right now. The last thing we'll talk about that's rocking social media is Kanye West. Kanye West leaked a prison phone call between him and Diddy. And on the prison phone call, Diddy was saying, I've done so much for the industry. All these people I thought were my friends. No one's calling me. No one has looked out for my kids. No one's calling my family. Kanye, you the only real one because you the only one that's looking out for me and my peeps. Now, the way that Kanye West chose to look out for Diddy, that we know, he could be putting money on his books, I don't know. But publicly, Kanye West got his daughter NorthWest to do a song with, what's the oldest one? He calls himself King Combs. Is his name Christian? With Diddy's oldest son, Christian Combs. So you got NorthWest and Christian Combs, who's a grown man, doing a song together for a family who is under a spotlight right now. Seems like the brightest idea to you? You tell me. Now, the monkey wrench came in when Kim Kardashian caught wind of this because Kim Kardashian dropped them papers on Kanye West, the child's father, and said, excuse me, sir, guess what? I exclusively own 100% of the trademark for NorthWest's name. Mm-hmm. You as her father, good job on the biology, but you don't have the legal right to do nothing with my daughter's name. Kim Kardashian trademarked all 4 of her children's names 100%. So Kanye West cannot launch a candy bar, a 5-cent deal. He can't do nothing with his children's names because Kim Kardashian legally has them kids' names locked down. How do we feel about the mother taking total control over all 4 of her kids' names? Do we feel that's justified because the father is a nutcase at times? Do we feel like that was just some Kardashian regular business as usual? That's just what they be doing. If there's a way to exploit a dollar, they're going to figure out how to do it. Mm-hmm. And how do we feel about a child getting on a song with a grown man, Christian Combs, perceivably in support of Diddy? What are we saying for this?
What they talking about? What?
All right. So then let's see here. So back to the Jess Hilarious thing. Nikki said, then again, Jess was hired for what she's doing to steer the pot. She was hired to be messy, and she's doing that. So basically, good job. Plachette said again she was mad at the wrong person. Celsius said, nah, it closes doors. Unfortunately, I believe that too. I believe it will open some, like for her comedic jobs and stuff. Mm-hmm. They're gonna want her on the stage because people are gonna want to be there. But I do believe it closes some higher level doors. I do believe that. He said, I got a strong feeling she rubbed the execs the wrong way. And it went from there for real. Plachette said Lauren, the take place girl, is a professional journalist and brings a sense of intelligence to the ignorance. Then Fun Lover said, you stressed me out and you traumatized me mentioning Kanye and then you doubled down with Diddy. Woo, Lord.
It is a bit much. It's a bit much.
It's
Let's
too much.
move on quickly.
Okay, so Celsi said, Ye been wilding with that and I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it. Ye been wilding with that and telling Kendrick to diss him on X. That man is on another plateau. Crisis is in the building.
Crisis, what's up?
Yo, boy, Crisis is in the building. Priest Magic said the Diddy Kanye West song cranks though. Wait, for real?
I ain't heard it.
Is NorthWest on there or did they yank her off? I didn't know it either. I got to go look for it. Miller said, yay, missed them Diddy parties. So he, I cannot confirm or deny that. Plachette said, yay, is on another level. Nikki Smith said, I agree, Celsius. She definitely made someone angry along the way. That move might very well show how expendable they all are, respectfully. Kevin Moore said, the Diddler situation gets on my nerves.
The Diddler.
They let that man do ish forever until he sued that company to make Ciroc. Now, you know what? We know somebody knew what was happening and that there had to be levels higher than Diddy that let this stuff go on so blatantly. My pimping's too blatant. In the words of the Notorious B.I.G., somebody above Diddy's station had to know what was happening. And as you said, just let it continue until Diddy crossed some type of line that he wasn't supposed to cross and they yanked him. So right. I agree with that. Fun Lover said, it is right. Probably not, but they were married, Kim and Ye. And he should know by now that if there's $1 to be made, Kardashians are going to sniff it out. Why would he even be shocked? That's some dirty work, though, taking 100% of your kids' names and legally locking it. So even if he ever did regain his senses, can't do nothing with his own children. That's crazy. If he wanted to do a Ye and my daughter song that was just like Daddy and Me, he can't do it without Kim Kardashian signing off and her team of lawyers. That's some dirty work. But if there's $1 to sniff out, they're going to lock it down. Sunday Tree said that's what you're supposed to do. It's a business move as far as having the name copyrighted. That's how you keep your wealth in the family. And the Kardashians are masters at that. Even though they inculcate their family with a lot of the culture, they keep the money where the money is supposed to be kept, right, in their family. So Angela, what is her name? Black China never got no Kardashian money because she didn't marry Rob, even though she was supposed to have. She didn't get no Kardashian money. And then all of the other culture merges have ended up still with the Kardashians winning by all of them having mixed children. Does any of them, except for the oldest one, all their children are mixed. And I think that this, in my opinion, because I don't know, I think in my opinion, that even was a business move. Because children that are diverse are easier to market in the industry, in any industry. They're easier to market. So I think a Kim Kardashian exotic child would be much more marketable than just a Kim Kardashian child that wasn't exotic. This is how I feel. And so all the sisters, for some reason, have followed suit having mixed children. Right. By black men. I don't think this is a coincidence. All right, so people are greeting Crisis. And then Miller said she was smart to own the names. A woman knows best. And then Fun Lover said they better be in the studio with their mics off if he wants to stay out of court. I think she would slam him. And try to take whatever she doesn't have that he has if he messes with those children's name. Okay, so those are the topics that today are just shaking the world. Okay, Jess, the girl whomping the other girl accidentally over the head while she was running and cocked her arm back and accidentally cracked her in the skull right dead in the middle of the back of her head. There was a whole lot of precision in this accident, And then out of the two people, only one of them is crying all over the news talking about what about my feelings. And disappointingly, the NAACP of that city or state held a rally for the Whopper. They held a rally for the girl that bust the girl in the head, saying, she's 18, she's a high school girl. The public has been relentless toward that girl. They got her name is going to be sullied for life. They're thinking about yanking back her, I don't think she has a scholarship, but things that would affect her college entry. They're thinking about yanking those accolades from her. Right. And so the NAACP, for those of you that don't know, stands for the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Both girls was colored. So why are you on the side of the Whopper saying that they was both colored? So how are you advancing the colored people, allegedly, if you're going after the girl that's crying and whining? And the other girl that got hit and has a medical concussion and a skull fracture has comported herself so well. Her and her parents have been crying and whining all over the news. They didn't get Al Sharpton to march on the school. They have just been the epitome of class. All they asked for was for the Whomper to apologize. That's it. They wanted the Whomper to apologize, and they wanted the coach of the team to apologize. That's it. They asked for no money. They didn't start marching on the school. They didn't bring Cornell X and the Muslims up to the school to shut it down. And you know, like, let's be real. In the culture, you can do all of that when you're wrong. You can rally people to do all this. They ain't come with no signs, cancel the Whomper. They didn't do none of that. They just said, can we just please get an apology? And we're good. They couldn't even get that. So now the Whomper is getting all of this coverage, and the Whompy got a skull fracture and nothing.
Whomper and Whompy.
My head got bust open,
and
I can't even get an apology. What type of foolishness is this? All right. So then Sunday Treats said, once you go black, you never go back. I'm assuming that this is about the Kardashian sisters, and they have proven that. And then Celsius said, I don't know. They got energy toward the wrong side. Fun Lover said, the Whomper's killing me, please. Okay.
Hey, yeah. You said that, Joe, at least 14 times back to back.
I'm trying to distinguish between who was who.
At least 14 times.
Miller said, yo, Christ is glad you're here. Kevin Porter said, when you look back at that video, that girl did it on purpose. It was not a natural running form.
Not at all.
Okay.
She definitely gave her whomp's worth. She definitely got her whomp on.
And then Celsius said, Whompy is insane. We tried.
Fun Lover created the whole whomp thing. This started with her. And we took it and ran with it.
We showed
Before
it.
you even get the story out, she whomped that girl.
We took it and ran with it. We did. Before you get the story out, we took it and ran with it.
Pun intended.
Pun intended. Mm-hmm. All right. So that's our talk section of music talk and trivia for tonight. We do have trivia. You ready for the trivia section?
Almost.
Okay, all right.
Real quick, without dragging it and drawing it out too far and saying a bunch of unnecessary stuff, shout out to our sponsors, starting with Hydra, Water, Greek Island Springs in them. Get a good sip of water out of life. Mama Spider, please do the answers and put the link in the chat as you always do.
I think we got a straight camera today. No, I'm wrong, which happens a lot. Okay, there it is.
Huh?
I was wondering if the side camera was on as well, but
I've never seen it switch, not once.
Because it's smaller, so I think it's just switched. I think. Either way.
Hey, we'll figure it out when we watch it back. Thank you, Mama Spider. You're so wonderful. Love you to death.
Oh, there it is. Look at the thing. It's in that side.
My ninja. Moving on. Sponsor number 2.
Hydra Greek Water. Thank you.
Yep. Man, pretty in them. The naked face.
Do all
beard
companies
oils.
have and them?
Everybody got it in them. There's always an in them, man. Come on, man.
So we got Hydra
Wendy's in them, McDonald's in them, Walmart in them. There's always an in them. You know what I'm saying?
So the
Dark Squad Entertainment in them. Okay. There's always an in them.
Okay, so Hydra in them. Thank you for that.
The squad is the in them.
Okay, and then we got, who is this?
That's Man Pretty in them. Naked Face in them. Tracy Rookin and Andrea Tucker in them. There it is. Much love, much love, much love.
There it is. Okay. All right. So, So now, and we appreciate the sponsors. Wait. There is
Celsius said Whompy is insane.
He also put Miss Whomper. Put some respect on her name.
Man.
Miss Whomper. You got to put some respect on it.
No, right above that.
No, I saw that.
I see it.
I saw it. All right.
That's crazy work.
So we're gonna move on to the trivia section, and then I think that Eclipse has some music in the cut. Speaking of music, though, we have another single dropping this Friday. I appreciate y'all so much we really do for coming through the virtual listening party. It was only lasted, I don't know, less than 4 minutes, but it was so much fun knowing that we were
a lot of people didn't come. Well, they came late. They didn't come at the moment of the whole countdown and all that.
That's true. But a lot of these people were there.
Yeah.
Whoever came and whoever caught it later, I appreciate.
Showing up one way or another was appreciated.
Definitely.
I'm just saying during the actual break-in moment, a lot of people weren't there.
Yeah, that's true. But I definitely appreciate those of you who did come because it just made it. I don't know. It just made it better. I think things are always better with friends.
Definitely.
So we appreciate that. It also helped us in real time to figure out what people thought about it, how people felt about the song. It just was how you say it was just all, it was all that.
It was all that. Now, I've been getting great feedback, like great feedback. People still hitting me like the one thing that I've heard the most consistently feedback wise is very real and I can relate to it.
Yes.
I've heard many people keep saying that same thing. Like you speaking truth on it, this number facts, and I can relate to this.
And it doesn't matter whether it was female, male,
It was coming from
age,
all kinds of
young,
stuff.
old. Yeah, people definitely did say that they could relate to it. All right. So now to kick it into the trivia section where a lot of y'all shine, and there are always some off the wall answers. And as I said, there are no answers that are wrong. Some are just righter than others. Is how we gonna put it. Some are just righter than others. Now, before the night's over, can we do a random jam session?
Woo!
Come on now.
I don't know if I got it in me tonight.
We can make up
I don't know
something.
if my energy's there for it tonight.
It's,
We'll see.
what, the beat's like 60 seconds.
I know the mood though. The mood.
You want me? Okay. You want me to jump in there with you? Burn, burn, burn. Burn, burn, burn.
We'll see.
Burn, 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 burn. Okay. All right.
We'll see if we can fit it in at some point.
All right. We got to hit the burn, burn, burn before it's all over with. Okay. All right. I'll rap with you for about a good 10 seconds. Then you take over. All right. So now, as you guys know, I made up a game, and none of y'all DM me nothing, but I made up a game called Hood Jeopardy.
I actually think they would.
I was hoping. So all of these songs came out of my brain, and it takes a minute to think of them. But sometimes once you get the brain going, the Hood Jeopardy questions keep coming. So I'm going to keep trying to think of more.
Let's crank them out. Let's go.
All
We'll
right.
actually end on time today too. That'd be great.
All right.
Tony the Tiger's now.
Okay, so you keep us on that track, and I got.
am.
All
Follow
right.
my lead. Follow my lead.
All right. Isn't that one of your songs? Grown and Sexy.
That's how I start. That is the opening lyric. It is.
You had to think about it?
I did. I don't ever be knowing my lyrics, like never ever. If the song's on, I can sing it mostly 90% start to finish.
Okay.
Ask me to spit it with just the instrumental or acapella. What I say again? I don't be remembering. I write so much.
No, that is a lot. That's a lot.
Like my arsenal and my work ethic in the booth is crazy.
All
I
right.
put 2 albums out within 2 months, 2 long full albums,
Yeah.
and still had leftover songs to make a whole nother album with.
Okay, well, do you want to announce the upcoming stuff that is coming up? We're going to have listening parties coming up.
Are we going to have a listening party? That's the question.
Wait, I'm talking for the next singles and stuff. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, maybe not. We'll see.
There's no not to it. I love the listening parties. I used to look forward to
I don't want
Friday.
to do a listening party where it's just me, you, and my mama. Is my point. If people are going to show up, then it's a listening party. If it's just me, you, and Joyce Barnes and Papa Barnes from Deep, then it's not really a listening party, is it? We might be listening, but I ain't partying. You know what I'm saying? As if people are going to show up.
Okay.
Then it's a listening party.
All right, so do the people want the listening party? I had a good time at the listening party. And those who couldn't get there during the actual 7 o'clock window did come in later.
The party was over.
But they did comment. They
No, they
give
did.
feedback.
I'm saying the party part was over.
Okay.
The party was over.
It was
all
over.
the refreshments were gone. Music had been cut off. The party was over.
So yeah. All right. So even if you're cleaning up the cups in the trash, as long as they stop by.
No, all day.
Okay. All right.
Stopping by still counts. It's still appreciated. I'm going to say the party part. I jammed to my damn. That's what I did. Jammed to my damn.
Okay. All right. Well, there's already one scheduled for this Friday at 7
Friday,
p.m.
same time, 7 o'clock.
Eastern Standard Time.
New single dropping called You Mad.
And then there'll be another listening party that you'll see come up within next week for...
Not the next week. April 4th.
Oh, for April 4th. And the song is...
Called The Game's Been Good.
And then Is it the week after that?
The week after that, another single drops on the Friday, Dark Alley, Assault.
Okay, so basically for the next 4 weeks, except for the week of the 29th, there's a single dropping.
Pretty
and
much.
Each one of those singles will have a listening party. We would love if you come through. They're very quick.
Yeah, it's a quick 3-4 minutes where we just meet up on our channel real quick. It does a countdown. It plays the song. We listen together real quick, comment, then we go on about our damn business.
Okay, so Sunday Treat said, I was there. And then Celsius said, oh, he dropping them joints. And then Celsius said, you can listen from anywhere.
Absolutely.
Which is correct.
But it's not a party if we're listening separately.
Miller said you need to communicate better because she didn't know.
Man, I communicated pretty damn clearly in the group chat. People, listening party. I said premiere/listening party, 7 o'clock. I'll send the link. The communication couldn't have been more clear.
Okay, well, we're clarifying now.
Yeah, there was still people act like they were confused. Oh, yeah, there was a premiere?
Okay, every...
So y'all was listening.
So yeah, every Friday, except for the 29th, straight through April. All right, let's start the trivia. Okay, so going back to Hood Jeopardy, which means you got to keep the comments because I'm on trivia.
All right.
Okay, so going back to Hood Jeopardy. Now, we had a question that was similar, but not the same. I don't remember if I asked this one, so I'm just going to skip this one. All right, moving on. All right, name an acceptable term that you call your parents' friends, no matter how grown you are. So I don't care if you're 50, I don't care if you're 40, 32, 26. Name an acceptable terms that you call your parents' friends, no matter how grown you are.
Now, you know that this differs from person to person, right?
Acceptable terms.
No, I'm just saying what's acceptable will differ from person to person.
There's no wrong answer. Someone just write it.
No, I know. I'm just making sure that you understand
yes,
that this will differ.
Because you call your parents' friends by their first name.
Willie! So, Willie? And Jeff? Yeah, I ain't got time for all that extra stuff. That is your name, is it not? Willie and Jeff.
Yes, you do call your parents' friends by their first name.
So what we got? Bianca says, I called them their name. We are definitely siblings. We are definitely related. There was more before that. I ain't seen it. Okay, so Kevin Porsche says auntie and unc. Joyce Barnes says miss. Diamond Davis says auntie. Bichette says auntie. Then there's that sister of mine. We agree. Call them by their name. Mama Spider says Kevin. I guess she's talking to Kevin. Fun Lover said, what is auntie's uncle's Mr.
We are definitely related.
So-and-so.
We are definitely related.
Bichette, Mrs. and Mr. So-and-so.
We are definitely related.
Who we calling so-and-so, though?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Mr. and Mrs.
Oh, got you. Sunday Tree says, auntie, the only one I might miss is April 4th because I will be in the concert in Texas.
The premiere.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, no problem.
Well, all right. Oh, hold on. Sosa said...
There's something that says show or hide. Sometimes... You see how that says show up there? Every once in a while, yours will have like a comment asking you, is it acceptable? So I was just making sure. Like if it has the N-word or something in it. No, so be good. All right.
Sosa says yes, auntie and unc.
Those are all acceptable terms. It didn't matter. I never aged out of these things. So once I started calling somebody Miss or Mr. at 6, I never aged out once I got grown. It was like just grandfathered in, and this is what I call them for life.
I don't know. It's been weird with me with that. Because it's different from person to person. With me, like, I call my Uncle Bad. I call Uncle Cook. But then I call Leslie just Leslie.
That's his aunt.
I called Sharon just Sharon.
His other aunt.
My Uncle Chris, I never called him Uncle Chris. I just called him Chris. So I don't know. It depends on the person. I guess that relationship thing, I don't know. But it was never a consistent thing with me. And you said our parents' friends. So me personally, I'm not calling them auntie or uncle, nothing. That's definitely Devon or Jeffrey or Billy or whoever that's supposed to be. They don't get no uncle and auntie out of me, personally.
Yeah, I got you on that one.
I get it, you got to be respectful, and that's how you were raised, but my cloth was a little different.
Obviously,
so, nah,
your sister's
ain't no
cloth is too.
friends of my mama or my father getting an auntie or uncle out of me. I only think they're getting a Mrs. or Mr. out of me.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever happened. I don't think it ever will. I'm just being real with you.
Yeah, I've never seen it. All right. Now, question 2, and then we go to you. See how that rhyme?
That should have been on the random
2,
jam.
Then we go to you. Question 2, and then we go to you. Are you ready? Make it do what it do. Look at me. I'm ready. Okay. All right. Now, this is a more somber occasion, but we all have something in common here.
Ma'am and sir.
Ma'am and sir does work. That definitely works, especially if they're way older in their golden years. It definitely works. Okay. Name something that is guaranteed to happen at the majority of black funerals. Name something. It could be anything, but that particularly will probably happen before a black funeral is over.
Interesting. Let's see what they come up with.
Something that is almost bound to happen before this black funeral is over. Something about to happen. Bianca, is it there? A fight breaking out. Okay. All right. So Diamond Davis said fight. Okay, hold up. All right, wait a minute. I think okay, but number 1, I hit it correctly. All right, fight. I agree with both of those. And then Miller said you could be 20 and I'll still call you that. And then Celsius said the friend with the left eye stuck right. Not sure what happened there. But fight breaking out. Anything else that we think is guaranteed to happen at the black funeral service? Fun Lover said somebody sharing inappropriate memories. Yeah, I remember that time that Jeff was fornicating over there when his wife caught him and busted him over the head. I would agree. People are going to share inappropriate memories for sure. Celsius said somebody getting cussed out around the church. You was never there for them ever anyway. I don't even know why you here. Yeah, somebody's getting cussed out. That's for sure. Bianca said people going to make sure they eat at the repast. Have them 2 good plates packed away to take home. Dang, this funeral. This is definitely a black funeral. This is definitely okay. Sunday.
Somebody gonna cry real loud and fall on the floor.
I was waiting for that. Is it really a funeral if somebody ain't on the floor? Is it really a funeral? Is somebody dead if somebody alive ain't on the floor? So,
how genuine is that cry? How genuine is that cry?
Okay, they took Jared. No. All right. Diamond Davis said somebody faking like they really missed a person when they didn't even mean nothing to them. Yeah,
pretty much.
Absolutely. I just can't believe it. Okay, and then Bianca's laughing. Then Fun Lover says somebody's asking if they can take the flowers before the ceremony is even over. Oh my goodness.
You mind if I get these after we finish the burial part? Drop the casket off. I'm gonna take some color leaves with me. It's my girlfriend's birthday.
He would want her to have them. He was always a giving soul. Oh my goodness.
I can see him smiling down on us now.
Absolutely.
I got you.
Okay, appreciate
Good
you,
looking,
brother.
good looking.
Yeah. Okay. Mama Eclipse said that is rude. We're at a black funeral, Mama Eclipse.
All this is rude.
That's correct. That's correct.
It's about.
It's all rude. That's why we're at the black funeral. Okay. So, do you have anything to add? Okay, Celsius said, Young, funeral? That's a wild conversation to even have about grabbing some flowers. I have seen it done, though.
I have, too.
I've seen it done. So, at these black funeral services. Okay, you got anything to add?
No.
Okay, I got 2 things. Okay, so before black funeral's over, someone's going to fall in the casket out of grief. Somebody's laying in the casket before it's over. I don't know who it is, but somebody's in there. And then, so Fun Lover said them old ladies will cause another funeral trying to get an arrangement. They be after the flowers. It's something about the flowers. I don't know if it's because they cost a lot or they think he ain't going to need them no way. Right. Why should we put them in the ground where I can use them? Mm-hmm. But absolutely. And then the other thing, I'm with Fun Lover. Any illegitimate children in the whole family line, is gonna be aired out before these services are over. Well, that wasn't his son, no way. I mean, I don't even know why she hid. That wasn't his baby, no way.
And he dead now, so I mean, come on now. Everybody know that that's not Roger's child. I mean, come on now. Don't look nothing like him. I'll be damned if that's Roger's baby.
Yeah, I'm not. She thinks she about to get some of this money, but these are my children. So those are my two. Somebody laying in the casket and any type of inappropriate family secrets coming out.
I do got one.
What?
Both of that, whoever the person was, they're women or they're men showing up to the funeral that they didn't know there was another version of themselves.
Absolutely.
Oh, Jacob and William up in this mother. Woo! Hope neither one of them niggas got speeches.
Yes, the secret lovers do show
the
up.
The side piece and the main.
And they feel like they got rights when they show up.
Oh, yeah.
That's my man.
The secrets do come out. The secrets do come out.
What you mean I can't see him and I can't sit in the front with the family? That was my man. We was together for 20 years. Well, I'm the wife. I still got the ring. So absolutely, they be showing up with rights, or so they feel.
Right.
Okay, so then, oh man. Bianca said, interesting singing. I was going to say it ain't a funeral until somebody breaks out with a horribly tuned Jesus song. It ain't.
Woo! I've been there.
Usually it's one of my uncles. It is horrible.
I've been there.
But that is their expression of grief. And Lord, is it terrible.
It was quite entertaining, though, I will tell you that much.
Y'all was having a ball.
It was so
I was
entertaining.
up there being mistress of ceremony, so I was emceeing it, and I'm looking around.
I was crying. It was hilarious.
So
I loved every minute of it.
I'm trying to stand beside my uncle while he butchers this Jesus song, and then instead of just keeping in a monotone, he had to say, Jesus. And I was like,
Jesus, yeah.
It was terrible. It was terrible.
Jesus.
And this was for my mama. So I'm trying to keep a straight face. Remember, he got up there and sang the Jesus song?
For your mama?
Yes, at the rec center. You do remember, because I was standing up there and
that was another funeral I went to that I remember that. It wasn't your mom's. He sang it
on Cookies, and he also sang it Mama's. Uncle Skinny sang it on Cookies, and Uncle Butchie sang it Mama's.
Yeah, I went to Aunt Cookie's funeral.
Because
that's when your brother was playing the guitar.
Yes.
That's the one I remember.
Okay.
I don't remember no Jesus song at your mom's.
Do you remember some singing? Because
Not really.
Because I looked at you and then I had to look away because I'm standing beside him trying to get him to do the short version of the Jesus song. It was terrible. It was terrible.
I don't remember. I'm not saying it
but
didn't
you
happen.
Remember the first Jesus song.
I remember the Aunt Cookies.
His rendering of Jesus.
Oh no, he got his Jesus on. Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
It wasn't in tune. It didn't have the pitch was all over the place. It was horrible.
It was hilarious. I was quite entertained. I was not mad at it personally. So
it's hard to be the mistress of ceremony and you feel I am barely holding it together here. This is terrible. Right. And then you look around and you see everybody in your age range falling apart. Now the older people were like, Jesus. They were there, I think, in spirit with what was happening. But anybody our age range and down was dissolved.
I think that's just might have been his way of expressing, of repping or expressing his love. No, that's why I was there
respecting it. I did not know what was happening.
Right.
But the looking around, y'all were killing me. Because I'm trying not to laugh in the man's face standing by him, and it's harder to not laugh when other people are falling apart around you.
I mean, it happens commonly.
Oh my God.
It was hilarious. It wasn't just
it was hilarious. So yeah.
Your family, this is a regular common thing.
Now here's another thing that happened at my mama's funeral. Weed smoking in the parking lot.
Oh yeah.
They was out there getting it in.
Absolutely.
Diamond Davis.
Rolling what?
Tanya and my uncles.
I ain't know nothing about that.
Yeah, they out there getting it in. They out there getting it in the park.
Grief.
In the parking lot. They would have smoked on a Wednesday. It wasn't no grief. They would have smoked on a Wednesday. I'm sure they probably smoked more of it because it was grief, but they would have smoked on an average Wednesday. Fun Lover said the party will also be dressed in an outfit they could not afford while they were living.
Right.
That is true. They will have them caskets sharp. And you're like, did he have a job? But they will put them in something.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Miller said the pastor people, they looking down on you as an angel. A lie. Man, do you not hate them obituaries when you know the guy in there was robbing, pillaging, and terrorizing the people, and they're like...
He's a heaven dove.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just
absolutely.
as heavenly as can be.
His mother said he never met a soul he didn't help. And, you know, and to his family, he was the pillar of strength for the entire unit. And you're like, he robbed his mother 3 weeks before he died. Like, but yeah, they be angeling them up.
He got killed during an armed robbery where he was the robber. He's in heaven for sure.
They be glossing over all that, and I'm like, what in the world's going on here? Okay, and then Diamond Davis said, oh, I'm sorry, Miller said Diamond Davis not for real, and then Celsius said that grief leave.
That grief. Not the grief leave.
Yes, it was in
The
full
grief
effect.
leave.
That grief leave
That
was
is
in
hilarious.
full effect. I love that.
Not the grief leave. Damn.
So yes.
I'm gonna start walking up on the strip like y'all got some of that grief leave.
So, oh my goodness, the culture
leave.
is real. The culture is real, and the fact that everybody here knows that these things happen at a black funeral is hilarious.
Show enough on the good foot.
All right, so Celsius Young, they be putting them loose cannons on the heaven list.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yo, that would be at that joint like, now we can all agree now. We all know Melvin's in hell, but God rest his soul one way or another. Like, it doesn't happen.
If there's one thing we can all nod
It's
our head
always
on,
that they're smiling down
is
on
that
us.
there was no
Who's looking up?
There was no redemption.
I'm not going to
but
sit up
death.
here and lie to you to say that Melvin's smiling down. He's definitely frowning from beneath, looking upwards, but hey, God rest his soul one way or another.
Man, I would love that. Like, keep it real. Don't be sitting there lying to us and we
Just
looking
skip
around.
around all that period.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's always somebody sitting at that funeral thinking to themselves, "Oh, that's some bull." You know good and damn well this nigga ain't smiling down from no heaven.
Absolutely. If there's one thing that we can all agree on that we can bow our heads for,
Right.
is that the only redemption for this nigga was death. So, can the church say amen?
Can the church say amen?
All right. And then Kevin Port said at the black funerals, you got to have some bottle popping. How
All
you going
that.
to pour some out for the homies if you ain't drinking it?
Mm-hmm. Right in the church parking lot.
What the
Right
grief
in the-
leave? The
with
grief
the grief
leave.
The grief leave.
Right in the church parking lot. That's correct.
Damn,
You
the
can't
grief
pour it
leave.
out if you ain't drinking it. Man, this is our culture. Absolutely.
Woo.
So now that we have all memorialized our loved ones, what you got? And we've done it in black style.
Oh, man.
Dang. So I think what we take from this is that if we ever want to know who our real parents are and if they were, go to somebody's funeral. Okay, so like, because them side pieces do come in. That's funny. And the real children, the not real children, it all comes out at the funeral.
All right, so let me ask y'all this. If someone was doing a movie about you, about your life, what songs would go on the soundtrack?
I love this because this is a continuation of a question you already had about who would play us. I never thought about that in life. So all of us already decided who would play us in the movie. Now we need this movie soundtrack. All right.
What songs would go on the soundtrack of a movie about you?
And
a
remind
movie about
us-
your life. What would be the soundtrack?
I got to think. And remind us who was playing you in the movie. I know that Toy and Fun Lover, it was two people. It was Thandi Newton, who got
Depending
curly
on
hair.
how fast y'all answer, I ain't gonna spend too much time on it because we got other stuff to do.
And then
but yeah.
Toy told me, my sister's in the room. Oh my goodness, my sister's in the room.
What's up, Tweet?
She said Purple Rain.
Well,
Okay,
all right.
and since you weren't here, who would play you in the movie? Arlie. For me, Fun Lover and Toy said that Thandi, what's her name? Thank you something. Somebody put her name in the chat.
Yeah,
I think
it's phone number that said
Sandy Newton, I think is her name. But she's got curly hair. She does look something like me. So Arlie Johnson would play you. Fun Lover, I can't remember who you said was. I think you said Amber Riley was playing you. So, and then Joyce Barnes said Memories by the Temptations would be her song for her life soundtrack. Sandy Newton would be playing me. And then Arlie Johnson said Queen Latifah would play her. I can see that. I can see that.
I could too.
I can definitely see that
too, yeah.
Okay.
What about the soundtrack?
Life soundtrack. Bianca said The Pretenders, Forever Young.
Okay.
I love that. That's a good choice. Okay, soundtrack. Goodness gracious.
Well, you can have more than one. It's not. You can build the soundtrack song by song, but what songs would be a perfect fit?
Oh, we don't care about the spelling. We know you're yelling it
about...
into the phone. We don't care about the spelling. And then Bianca said Desiree has a song called Crazy Maze.
Desiree or Desiree?
I don't really know, but I'm
definitely going to go with Ray.
Okay. Deaticus says, Deaticus,
hey,
soundtrack is a great question.
I didn't know he was
It is a great question. Okay, I need a song. Okay, let me think about this.
Let me think about it too.
Okay, Sunday Tree said Bodak Yellow. She going hard with hers. Bodak Yellow by Cardi B.
Bodak Yellow.
Okay, I got mine. I'm putting it in the chat too. Okay, so I feel like so Poppy Barnes said Bad to the Bone.
Where he at?
Joyce Barnes, but it says Pops Barnes, so it's Poppy Barnes is in there.
Pops.
Okay, so for me, I would pick Sam Cooke's song "A Change Gonna Come" because he said something like, "It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die because I don't know what's up there beyond the sky." So he talks about just how life has been rough for him, but he keeps eternal hope that change is going to happen. Growing up as a kid with a terminal illness is not cool. You're not regular in no sense of the word. So I would pick that.
For me, I would say it's so hard to say goodbye.
Why?
Because I've lost so many people. Back to back in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
That would definitely be a song on the soundtrack.
And a lot of those people are pivotal to your development.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's so hard to say goodbye would definitely be one for me.
Okay, and then Bianca said Madonna, This Used to Be My Playground. So Bianca got her songs for the entire movie. Mama Spada, what's your movie song? Okay, Kevin Porch said Nipsey, Grinding All My Life. Deaticus said Change Gonna Come is a great choice. I just watched a documentary on him, Ali, and Malcolm X. Thank you. I wanted to think of something that really encapsulated my life and wasn't just like, something that I did.
That's what I did too.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me think of something that's a real fit, not just a song I like, but something that would be a real fit for the soundtrack of my life.
I like Grinding All My Life. I like that. Miller said Anthony Hamilton, Giving You the Best of Me.
Okay.
Anthony Hamilton got that voice.
Definitely.
He got that voice.
That song is just timeless classic.
Yeah.
That's my favorite song from him.
The delivery.
He killed that joint. I would say the other song for me would be Secret Weapon, Must Be the Music.
Oh, that does fit you.
Yeah.
Must be the music that's
turning me on. Must be the music.
Oh, you are. I cannot go wrong.
Must be the music.
Now, baby, that's turning me on. Must be the music.
Hattie Mae said Vivica Fox can play me.
Okay, Vivica Fox is a good choice. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, James, yo,
what's up, James?
Is this a different James?
Nah, that's my man James from the Fifth.
Oh, hey, okay. What's up, James? Thanks for joining us. We doing some trivia. We were talking about if you had a soundtrack for your life movie.
No, if somebody was doing a movie on you about your life, what songs would go on the soundtrack is what we talking about.
All right. So, you got a second one?
That was the second one.
Okay. All right.
I gotta keep thinking because I don't know right off the top of my head.
How did this close itself up? Okay, so then we're gonna go back to my Hood Jeopardy. Again, you are all welcome to send your own questions, even though none of you has done so. This does take quite a bit of thinking. Oh,
Hey, James, did you check out that last phone, John, yet? I sent it to you, the wrong number the first time. I sent it to your old phone. I didn't realize it until today.
Oh, and speaking of Laugh On, we did put in the description box to support independent artists by please purchasing the song. We did have, out of the 500 people that watched the song, we did have one person that did it. And I'm telling you, that meant so much to us. It wasn't even about the $2. It was about that someone actually really said, you know what, I want to stand behind this song. We don't really care. We don't care about the $2. It's just that somebody cared enough to stop what they were doing and say, I see the work. This song touched me and I want to support. So here it is. So we did have one person. What was his name?
Anthony Hogue.
Yeah. So Anthony, thank you so much for supporting independent artists and for actually purchasing the song from us. It meant everything because your name flashed.
And it was $2.
It was $2. We asked people to buy the song from us for $2. And
right.
Out of the 500 people that watched it, one person did it, and that was what's up. So if the rest of you like to take that as a hint, you know, I can't stop you. But if not, keep enjoying it for free because we do appreciate y'all just showing up as well. Now,
what else we got?
Okay, I got a scenario for my melanated friends and my non-melanated friends because this is something that requires some thought. And to be honest with you, I'm uncertain. I came up with the question. I'm uncertain about how I would handle this. All right, now I need y'all to listen. All right, so you out looking good. Male, female, or if you were somewhere in between, you know, I don't judge. But you're looking good. Good. How they say, whole snack. I think it's what the young people say. Yeah. All right, you see a group of 4 friends. All 4 of them got lethal looks. I mean, all 4 of them are like, bam, 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 bam. Like, woo! The most attractive of the 4 is giving you that eye. And you shooting it right back. Y'all know the eye that energy eye like, oh yeah. The chemistry.
Oh, wink here? Soze up in the building too, damn.
Soze, all right, we in the hood Jeopardy. Okay. What?
Nigga James.
Okay, can you let me set the scenario up and then go to the comments?
The comments caught me off guard.
Okay,
I looked
because
and just saw something
because
funny.
I'm trying to set this up and your interruption is...
I know, but it actually was kind of still my goal, and you kind of roughed me and took it from
me.
me.
If I'm in it, let me be in it to win it.
You do this all the time. I'm just going to put it out there.
I did point to you. I did do that.
Nah.
Okay, well, you do 3 of them.
Go ahead, go.
Okay.
You
all right.
funny
well,
as a
you
word.
Handle that now. Since
No, just go ahead.
I can't. Just go ahead.
Just go. Come on. Let's get this done. Go ahead.
Son? Okay, all right. Back to the imagining. Okay. All right, you with me? I need you.
I'm with you.
Okay, I need you. Okay.
I need you to get there.
I can't because
Get there.
I would already been there, but okay.
Get there.
All right, so
let's go.
All right, so
we get
all
it.
right,
We're looking fine, eye to eye. I'm fine, you fine. We looking at each other. Go.
No, you can't have it your way. It's not McDonald's. Okay, all right.
That's Burger King.
Oh.
That's Burger King. Get your fast food.
This is why we need each other.
Get your fast food together.
This is why we need each other.
Go ahead.
Okay, so, all right, moving backwards. You see a group of 4 friends. All 4 of them got lethal looks. The most attractive of the 4 is giving you the eye that we like to be given. And you shooting it right back. The chemistry between the 2 of y'all is on 10. Without warning, one of the other 3 that you are not eyeing steps up to you and said, this one's mine. The one that you are eyeing, who is eyeing you back, does not challenge the friend's claim on you. What do you do?
James, what would you do? I know you got a funny answer for this.
So what do you do in that situation?
Well, if anybody has seen Child's Play 2, there was a part in there. You know what? I'm going to leave it be. Bink know exactly where I'm going with this.
Oh, wait, Wink said, buy the daggone songs, man. Wink said, spend that $2. Thank you, Wink. Buy the daggone songs, man. That's hilarious. All right. So Kevin Port said, I don't know where this came from. Ray J would play me because people keep saying we resemble one another.
Who said that?
Kevin Port said it. But you got to go back to Wink So Say TV.
Oh, I got you. I just said it.
All right. And then so then Miller said, "Hey Wink." James said, "Cube, get off my number." What?
Get off my D, ninja, and tell your B to come here. Ice Cube has a song called
Oh, there it is.
That would
okay.
be the soundtrack.
Okay. Oh,
that would be for his soundtrack for his
All
life.
right. So
That
then,
is hilarious.
All right. So then Arlie said, "Y'all tripping." Arlie said, "Get
Wow.
it done." Kevin Ford said, "I forgot about the song. I'll purchase the song. Also, let me know how." Cash App is across your screen. Dark Squad, $ Dark Squad ENT. It literally is across the bottom of your screen. $2, and we know it's for the song. Or you can put laugh on in it. Wing Soul, they said, "I'm working, just tapped in for a minute."
Hey, appreciate the tap in.
So, all right. So now, Diamond Davis is the first person to answer the question. She said, "I would decline them, but how? Because remember, one of the one that you wasn't eyeing stepped up and put the claim on you. This one's mine, and the friend you were eyeing didn't challenge it. How do you get this one off of you and get that one? How do you do it?" Okay, so Miller said, "I'm going to the bathroom." "Excuse me, sir." Sunday Treat said, "No, I'm good. I want to holler at your friend." The direct approach.
Who said that?
Sunday Treats. "No, I'm good. I want to holler at your friend."
The contact was already made, so.
Yeah, so yes, the contact was made, but again, the claim got put on you. No, this one's mine. Now, so Diamond Davis said, "I would push him to F off me." All right, you're a bit rude. What would you do?
You're crazy.
No, you can't do that. They're all four of them are friends, because then all four of them would think you was rude.
I don't know. What would I do?
This one's mine. But
I wouldn't do nothing.
You would take the one that put the claim on you?
I ain't said I would take it. I wouldn't. I would just kind of stand there while she was had her arm around me.
This one's mine. She announced it to the other ones.
I would look at the one I really wanted and just be like,
Okay. All right.
I would give it a neck chop, like, nah, get your girl.
Okay. All right.
But
Arlie Johnson
I wouldn't carry the
said,
girl to grab.
"You slip the number to the one you're vibing with and go through the motions and put the slip on old boy that got you hemmed up."
I like it.
Oh, I like them old school.
I like the creativity, to think fast in the moment. I like it.
Bianca said, "I honestly don't know. It is a tricky situation, but if the chemistry is here, I'm irritated that this one stepped up and like this one's mine. I'm irritated, but I ain't trying to create no scene. So it is a tricky situation to maneuver. So I would probably Diamond Davis and be like, actually, and then I would intensify my eye contact with him and be like, actually, I'm vibing with your boy over there, something like that. But it is a tricky situation. Plachette said, "I'ma tell him, wait, may the best man win." Drop the gauntlet. Let the games begin. I know that's right. May the best man win. Okay. See who gonna
say, "I honestly don't
know
know
who gonna claim this prize." I know that's right.
Miller
all
said,
four of y'all fine.
"Patrice, don't forget I rolled my eyes before I went to the bathroom."
I didn't see that part. Okay.
Like, I got this. That ought to get him up off of you. Like, hey, this one's mine. You know what? I got this.
I think that would do it. I think that
I
think
got
that would do
bowels
it.
to move.
Oh my goodness. All right. So Chanel Settle said, "Laugh and say you funny." The one that stepped up to claim her. Diamond Davis said, "I guess I'm too blunt, cause sir, I don't want you. We
still talking about the same thing.
That's what she said, cause sir, I don't want you. I want him." James said, put me in, coach. What y'all on? Okay, James, what's happening is
he was gone.
Huh?
I didn't know he wasn't here for the whole thing.
Okay,
My bad.
4 of the finest women you ever seen are in the club in front of you. You eyeing the finest one, and
the finest of the 4. Y'all making that great eye contact.
Straight back. But in the midst of you and her doing this, one of her friends steps up to you and says, "Oh, girl, this one's mine."
But you want the finest one out of them.
This one.
And she clearly wants you too, but there's a, what do you call it? A cockle-doodle-doo block. Just what we call her.
So one of the friends put their claim on you. The friend is not, she's fine too, but you want her. How do you get out of the situation?
You and the finest one are making eye contact, and clearly there's chemistry there. But one of the other friends grabs you to try to break that up.
Yeah, she put the claim down.
What would you do in that moment?
What you gonna do, James? Where you at with it? All right, so while we waiting for James to see how he handles it,
I see a bunch of people laughing.
this is a funny situation.
It is.
All right, we're gonna go back to your trivia, and then we'll come back to Hood Jeopardy.
We need to wrap up. We still got music to play too.
All right, you want to do one, and then we're done with the Jeopardy?
It depends on time. We'll see how it flows.
All right, you got yours ready?
I'm getting it ready now.
Okay.
I'm gonna do more than one, but they're gonna be quick.
Okay.
All right, I just got a simple question. What kind of batteries did Radio Raheem want?
Tell people what movie it was, because sometimes
I want to see if they just know.
Okay.
Radio Raheem from Do the Right Thing. What kind of batteries did Radio Raheem want?
This is...
I know.
Bianca's in. Bianca's in there.
That is correct.
Okay.
None of y'all remember that scene from Do
Wow.
the Right Thing? That was hilarious.
Mama Barnes said, "Who's that?" Diamond said D. D.
So you want C batteries, right? No, D. He kept asking him over and over again. And Radio Raheem kept telling him he wanted D batteries.
You said the guy was...
He was a
English
foreign guy.
Okay, yeah.
He kept saying C, and then Radio Raheem kept telling him he
So he's
wanted
like, what
D
kind of batteries do
batteries.
you want? He would say
Yeah.
D.
He was like D, and he was like, okay, so you want 4 C batteries? No, D. Okay, so you want C battery, right? And he got frustrated. It was like, D, mother, good D. That was funny as a word.
Okay,
Oh,
so
God.
that was Do the Right Thing. I cannot even remember Do the Right Thing, but obviously y'all did. Okay, and then James said, I don't get out of it at all, the 4 fine women. He said, that's something they have to deal with. I'm going to play my part and see how it play out. They all fine. I can't lose here, so I don't get out of it at all.
Point, though. You did say they all were fine, so it's not like he's missing out. Now, if it was Shamika or somebody, that'd be a little different.
So-
But you did say they all were fine, so it's still a win.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's still a win.
I don't see anything to get out of, James said. I don't see the situation that you're presenting. And then Miller said D. All right, so these should be easy. Name a dish that you will lose your black card for not being able to cook. Snatched, gone. You can't cook this, your card's gone.
This should be interesting. Then I got one more after this.
Your mother should be good.
We'll play
and then
some new
James
music
said,
and
it's
then-
a win if I leave with one. I don't see the situation.
You did say they were all fine.
Absolutely.
They're all fine. One's just the finest.
Yes, absolutely. And then he got the shrug emoji. I don't see the situation here.
Please,
All right.
hold on. I see some stuff in the chat. Let's go.
All right. Diamond
we got?
Davis starts with...
Mac and cheese.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Potato salad. Absolutely.
That's from Bianca.
Mac and cheese again.
From Chanel.
Ollie Johnson. Fried chicken.
It's got to be high on the list. Got to be high on the list.
Priest Magic with the greens in all caps. Couldn't agree more. Diamond Davis, sweet potatoes. James say mac and cheese, hand down. Absolutely. Crabs. Yeah. Definitely can go with the crabs. What you got?
I was going fried chicken because I think that's...
Yeah,
I think
fried
that's
chicken
on
is
the, I think that's on the
definitely.
list.
Oh, baked beans, yeah. Baked beans,
Making me
yeah.
hungry. Oh, what about ribs?
Yep.
Can't mess the ribs up. You can't mess. Well,
Yep.
you can mess them up, but you shouldn't. You shouldn't if you got that black card on deck.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you got your last one.
Yeah. No, we talking about just food, period.
No, food, period. You'll lose your black card for not being able to cook this dish. Okay, Miller said sauerkraut and hot dogs. Does that take cooking?
I mean, I don't like hot dogs unless they're on the grill, personally.
Yeah, I'm not
I
sure
don't
it
want
takes
no
no
boiled
black
on the
cooking
stove
skills.
hot dog in water. If it ain't on the grill, I don't want it.
Okay, chicken. I that is definitely on the list. You can't fry, girl. You can't fry no chicken, man. You don't know how to cook chicken. You definitely get all types of shaming for that. Chicken is on the list. Okay, Miller's laughing. I think she's been hanging around. Fun Lover said, in all caps, sauerkraut? Is that a meal? Like, Okay. And then Kevin Porch came with D. Grits. Absolutely. You can. Grits is a skill. You think you just boil the water, but they don't taste that good. So you got to know how to cook grits.
Right.
And then we had a discussion of should grits be a savory or a sweet dish. He says grits should be savory. I've had them both ways, and I like it both ways. And then Kevin Porch said D, battery.
He definitely wanted D. He made that clear.
Okay.
All right.
Miller said, Fun Lover, you is not old enough to understand the sauerkraut cooking. Okay. All right. What you got for your last question?
Last two.
Okay.
Because you definitely did rough me. Let me give him two. Next question. You on your job and you're on the verge of getting a big promotion, but you're invited to a chili cook-off. One, you're invited to a chili cook-off with your boss, the vice president, and the CEO of the company. With a blindfold on, you have to taste chili that their wives cooked.
Oh, no.
One of the chili is god awful. What do you do?
Wait, you just got to taste it, though, right?
Yeah.
Blindfolded.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You blindfolded tasting 3 different chilies. Your boss, the vice president, and the CEO.
Warren's here. He said, what up, cuz?
What's up, Warren?
All right. So give us the question again. What's the stakes here? We up for a promotion or these just the bosses?
You up for a promotion.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
And they ask you to be the judge of whose chili is the best.
No. Oh, no.
It's their wives who are cooking the chili.
Oh, no.
One of the chilies is terrible. What do you do? How do you play
is it just bad or is it hard to stomach?
It's the worst damn thing that your taste buds have ever been introduced to in all your life. How do you handle the situation?
Okay, in the words of Toy, is it going to give me the bubble guts?
Absolutely. Yep, times 10. What do you do?
Oh, my goodness. All right, so Diamond Stubby said fake it till you make it.
Hold on, where we at with that?
Start with Diamond Davis, right under Warren.
Hold on.
Right under Warren.
Right under Warren,
Yeah.
all right. So, okay, fake it till you make it. Sunday Tree says spit it out.
What about that promotion Sunday? Tree said wives in the
That
audience.
promotion's dead. Well, my boss said, be real. Diamond Davis is laughing. Chanel Settle said, fake it, Fun Lover. I can't believe all 3 wives were equally as talented.
What are the odds?
What are the odds? I simply cannot decide.
You're all perfect.
Oh, my God.
That's
Chanel
good.
Settle
That's good.
said, get a napkin and spit it back out so you just go, hey.
You're blindfolded.
I just won't be getting that promotion there.
Because somebody passed me a napkin.
Jay said, I won't participate because I know for one, it's cat's head and something.
You do not know how nobody's preparing something behind the scenes. I'm with you on that one.
Facts, though.
Yeah.
Oh, Arlie Johnson said,
Wait,
Derek
did
says,
we skip Kevin Porch?
Did we?
Yeah, after the cat's
I
head.
told you my eyes are bad. My bad. I ain't mean to skip you, bro. Kevin Porch says, if it's garbage, they gonna hear from me garbage.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Imagine that, though. That is hilarious.
Oh, wow. Promotion or not, I can't eat this. That's how I take the blindfold off. Okay.
Miller said, I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Somebody help me.
I missed hers too, damn. Ollie said, Dirk says, tell the truth because that's what they would want in an employee.
Okay.
Tell the truth. Oh, that's Pop saying, just tell the truth.
Oh, we got 2 men in a row saying tell the truth.
All right. Ollie Johnson says, I say pack your Pepto Bismol and gas action smile. And I
think that's where I'm going in life. I think that's where I'm going. I think because I need the promotion. I got to feed my children's, and I got to
keep. Laugh it out. You really think about it. You got the blindfold on. You take that first dip. I'm like, damn, that's pretty good. Mm-hmm. Go to the next one. Wow. Then you get to that third
and the bubble guts kicks. Oh Lord.
This is ass. Who the hell put this together?
That's hard,
no
especially because some stuff goes through your meat and hits your stomach.
And you don't know who's who. Yeah. Nah, that's funny.
Oh, you don't. Oh,
you
man.
don't know whose chili is whose. That you're blindfolded. Remember? So that could be the vice president or CEO's wife you're insulting. You just don't know.
And it's a cook-off, so everybody's there. So you're going to embarrass that person in public.
Right.
Oh, man. So
right.
Sunday Tree said, forget the promotion. She can't do it. Ollie John said, not the cat hair. And then Diamond Davis is saying...
This is that.
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
All right. So Derek Johnson, who also don't never come to the podcast, is in. So
What's up, Derek?
We're tying this up. So Derek, I don't know if you heard the former question of a question. Something you cook that something you need to be able to cook, or you're going to lose your black card. And I also don't know if you heard the question about something that happens at a black funeral. But if you didn't, join us next week for Hood Jeopardy. It is a hoot. Now, quick question, Derek. This one's dedicated to you, and I think you should be coming in clutch on this one. And then we're going to end Hood Jeopardy, but we do Hood Jeopardy every week. So, Derek, please come back for Hood Jeopardy. All right.
And I'll have some, too, for sure.
Okay. In honor of Derek, who ain't never joined the podcast, they all four here. Fun Lovers here, Ariel's here, Derek. Oh, my God. Wait a minute. I can't get the buttons. Woo! My brother was here, too. They be slacking on me sometimes, but y'all showed up tonight. Now, all right. Derek Johnson, this one's for you. And then chat, y'all know this one. Originality counts for extra points. In the event that your mother cannot find a belt, name an acceptable substitute.
When they can't find a belt?
She can't find one. So in the event in the event that your mother cannot find a belt, name an acceptable substitute. All right. Derek, what you got? I know your mother was creative in this regard.
Let's talk about it.
So, so Diamond Davis says broom. Sunday Treat says shoe. James said whatever's by her.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes. I agree with every last one of these things.
Oh, my God. All right, Derek, where you at?
Hold up.
Okay, Diamond Davis says slipper.
God.
Joyce Barnes says switch. Nikki Smith says spatula.
A spatula.
Janelle Settle said, my mother used a ruler before. Miller said a tree branch.
Pretty much a switch.
Okay.
Extension cord.
Sunday Tree said extension cord. Diamond Davis said cord. Derek says broom. Okay. Arlie Johnson says shoot. No!
Kevin Force said a Hot Wheel track.
Remember the Hot Wheel cars?
Track,
they used to come with tracks that you could put together.
Oh, yeah,
so a Hot Wheel track. Dang.
Wooden spoon over the wall, though. Not the big wooden spoon in the fork on the wall. You little bastard. Bet you won't do this no more. Oh, my God.
Man.
Y'all are hilarious.
Arlie Johnson said pan.
Oh, not the pan, though.
Okay.
You get these eggs out of here real quick. You gonna learn today. You gonna learn today.
That's correct. All right, what else we got?
Hold on. Woo, y'all giving me the chair.
Diamond Davis said the chair.
Back brace.
Kevin Porch, your mama gonna take the back brace off and get Mr. Whipping.
Arlie Johnson said the flip flop. How about your hand? That's just the rap.
That works.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Diamond Davis said, obviously I got beat a lot. Dang,
the cone. Arlie Johnson said the cone. Getting beat with the cone. Wow.
I got to say, you know what? If we can't say nothing else about the parents, they were inventive.
Now, I must say this, because somebody said extension cord. Two people
wait,
say
James said the phone, the one you pulled out the wall.
Oh. That is true. That is actually very true.
Yeah, it had a little lasso whip thing on it. Yeah, absolutely.
My father used to beat me with the belt, but he just let the buckle fly. He ain't fold the belt or nothing. He was nunchucking that joke. Pack up. I was getting hit with buckles and all kinds of ish.
Yeah, they're some creative people. They are some creative people. So, what else? What else you got?
Speaking of whippings, ass whippings,
okay.
as a child.
So you obviously experienced some yourself.
Yeah, until my mother gave up. I got to tell you this story.
Oh no.
I don't even remember what I did. I was in elementary school. My mother was mad at me. I did something. My mother was beating the dog shit out of me. I'm talking about she was going all the way in. She gave her best effort. She was committed. Great dedication. She was going into, I'm definitely going to beat your ass.
Okay.
Problem was, I found it hilarious. She beat the mess out of me, and I was cracking up laughing the entire time. The harder she beat me, the more I laughed. Till she got mad and gave up.
Was this the fine? If she was whipping you, your mother got hands.
She was punishing me.
Then it had to hurt.
It was funny as a mother. I just started cracking up laughing. I was laughing the whole time. My mother was like, man, I can't do nothing with this boy. And quit. And just stepped off. She gave up. She was beating the mess out of me. The more she beat me, the harder I laughed. True story.
I have never.
She quit and gave up. She just stepped off. Put it on my grandmama. You deal with him. I can't do nothing with this boy.
I have never heard of them. The dedication is usually there. I've never heard of the retiring doing the active beating.
She retired. Mom, am I lying? Is this not a true story? This is the truth.
She retired. Dang.
She quit. Just gave up. I can't do nothing with him. I quit. She stepped off on me.
Oh, Kevin Porter said, I got that before too, cuzzo. All right. And then Diamond Davis said the bat. She obviously did get beat up.
Not the bat.
Okay. Then James said the first laugh beating kills mothers. So James obviously said has had a laughing beating as well.
That's my brother right there. That's my brother for life.
He said that's when they realized I'm going to hit him with something. Oh my God.
Eric.
So then Diamond Davis said, you crazy on the low Eclipse. And Joyce Barnes said, this I can affirm is true. I had to retire the jersey at that point. The jersey was retired.
I don't think nothing would have stopped me that day, Miller. I was just on one.
Okay.
My mother was telling, man. I think that's what made it funny, though. It was the effort that she was putting into it.
Commitment.
It's what made it so funny to
yeah.
me. Like, I was cracking up laughing. Like, oh my God, Mom, this is hilarious. Give me more, a little more.
But you said it even hurt, but it was still funny.
Man, that laughter outweighed the pain. It was worth it. Like, that laughter outweighed the pain. It was worth it. Oh my God, that is so funny.
Miller said she should have busted you in the head like that girl on the baton track did. And you wouldn't have laughed then.
I don't think nothing could have stopped me that day.
Holding your head as you laughed to the ground. And then Chanel Settle says, I laughed and my sister snatched the belt from my mother. So I think we've all got beaten with interesting things. I think all of us have caught it with an interesting object. And I think James said it best. Whatever's closest.
Whatever's closest.
In an emergency, whatever's closest.
Yes.
We'll do the job. Your mama said, oh my God.
I was the worst. I ain't gonna lie.
He gave me hell. Oh my God.
I really did. I really did. I was a problem. There's a lot of stuff that people just don't know. Like, I was the reason we had to move to New Carrollton. We got kicked out of Bellcrest because I was getting in so much trouble.
Wow.
So by the time I moved to New Carrollton, I was trying to slow down. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of stuff I wasn't trying to do no more. Wasn't trying to get in as much trouble, but I was a terrorizer before I moved around there. Like, I was way back. Like, they made us move.
Yeah.
Your son is just like, you know what I'm saying? That's real.
Yeah. So I think all right. So then Sunday Tree said jump rope. Kevin Porter said mine gave up because I gave no reaction during the whipping.
Just standing there.
So,
you done yet?
Okay, and then James said, I swear, LOL, he know. And then James said, I was
horrible, so I know. I told you that's my brother for life right there. Oh my goodness, yeah.
And I think that this is one of the reasons that he's so effective at teaching these troubled kids, because a lot of the times he can see through the fact that they're bad kids and see that there's a lot of rage, there's a lot of unaddressed trauma, and there's also oftentimes in their life a lack of somebody they can go to, a big brother, an uncle, a father, and say, this is what's up. He's found children that confided to him things that they felt like they couldn't tell anybody else, and anger that they really didn't trust to other people.
Right.
So it's a terrible thing to have happened, but it makes him capacitated to really reach these kids. And some of these kids, whoo, I'm sure they're giving their mother's hell.
We definitely were horrible for sure.
Yeah, yes.
Even as teenagers, the stuff that was
James
going
got,
on.
and we in all caps.
We
was
were
horrible.
horrible.
We was horrible.
Crazy stuff, man.
All right. So, okay. So again, family, Dark Squad family, and my personal blood. Please come back for Hood Jeopardy next week.
Please do.
Y'all creative ounces always add to
Sel's
it.
gone?
He's in Italy, so I hope he is gone enjoying the Italian view or something.
Nah, I just ain't seen him
But
comment
the fact
in a while.
that he
so
came through from Italy is what's up. Is what's
sure.
up. And like Wink said, buy the darn song. Okay, Diamond Davis said, mine sure is. They say you get it 10 times worse when you have kids. Oh, so your kids getting beat a lot too? Like, are you passing down the tradition?
Got to.
Girl, if you don't get about that chance,
Now, hold on. Let me say this real quick and tell me if I'm wrong. But why do it always seem like, why do grandparents always cut the grandkids slack? But they would have beat your ass like relentlessly. How do the grandkids seem to get away with stuff that...
And we be looking like...
Am I lying?
Get them. You better get them. We be looking like
the grandparents. They be showing some favoritism to the grandkids. Like, hold on now.
And we at the age where we want to sit back and watch.
If I did that, she would have beat the mess out of me.
Yes.
Well, now that my son or my daughter did it, interesting.
Or they'll even get on you for beating your own kid for something they would have murdered you for.
Yep.
Leave him alone. What?
Do they just get softer in their old age?
What happens
like,
to the old people? Where now they think it's cute, but before you would have had blood dripping down your chin if you had did it. What happens to them?
Somebody tell me.
Grandparents in the comment. What happens to y'all? How do you soften up for them when you would have bust us in the eye? What had happened? Several times. And in Diamond Davis's case, probably bust her in the eye with a chair. What happens later on? Diamond Davis, how's your mother treating your children? How they getting away with stuff? But, okay, so...
Yeah, I think Sos is definitely out.
My parents had a child later in life, and I know me and my brother... So did your mother. So did your parents have a child later. Yeah. Like, it's 11 years between you and your sister. Mm-hmm. There was 15 years between me and my youngest sister. And I know we were all giving my parents the side eye, like, what is this? Like, we were legitimately angry. Like, we had war scars from the same stuff that she was getting away with that they just chilling about. Like, what's wrong with y'all? So, Diamond Davis said, that's the $1 million question. And she said, like angels. So their grandparents treat her little kids and they're giving it back to her behavior, like angels. Mm-hmm. All right. So, what you got, sir, on the music side? Oh, Sunday Tree said, my grandson is spoiled. I'm undecided.
Especially since Chelsea here. Let me see. I don't know.
Yeah, they soften up a lot. If it's a child that they have later, there's a break between the first kids and that second child. That break child is going to get it easier. And then the grandkids definitely, I think that's my voice, get a pass.
Oh, I think that's coming from over there.
All right, so we're going to move on to the music section of Music Talk and Trivia, and I'm going to try to get this one to do a random jam session before we roll out, but we are really glad to be back. Remember, this Friday, I still have echo, so I don't know if your phone's up. This Friday, we have another listening party for a song called You Mad. And that is at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It really only takes you a little bit of time. Sunday Treats, I applaud you from tuning in from Uber. Oh, I saw Sunday Treats. She was on grind mode. I saw her out and about in the world, and she was like, Patrice! And she was on grind mode, but she made sure to shout me out. And I was like, and she was like, it's me Sunday. And so it was so cool to just see her out and about in the world. As she said, always on grind mode, and she was. But she was doing it with a smile. You know, sometimes you see people at work, they don't look happy. She was doing it with a smile. So I was like, all right, that's what's up. All right, you want to introduce what you're going to do?
I'm still undecided. I'm a little torn here.
Okay.
Let me see. I'm going to play something more deep.
Okay. What is it called? And then while you're figuring it out, Miller said, my grandkids are special. and they're like mini angels. My own kids give me hell like Eclipse. so she got them angel grandchildren and those hellion regular children.
That's not coming up is the question.
All right, he's looking for
All
the
right.
song that he's gonna play, and this is unreleased, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay,
You think I should play Tears of the Soul or something else?
it's on you. I'm with you. All right, I like your deep music though. I like your deep music.
All right. I'm about to play a song of mine called Tears of the Soul. This is an unreleased song. It's not on the Secrets album, but it's in the cut probably for the album to follow after.
All right.
Check with them with the sound.
I saw her out and about.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
That's still my voice.
Yeah, let me get the sound right before we even play it.
I put sound check in there. This is a little foggy.
Yeah, it sound foggy on our end. I don't want to play it if it ain't gonna be right.
I always have to cut the TV up at home.
I don't know what's going on with the.
cut the TV up at home.
All right, we're gonna wait till next week.
You just started the song.
If it's not sounding right, I'm not playing it.
Well, there it is. Okay. All right. Which means that takes us to random jam session then.
If it's not sounding right, I'm not playing it.
Well, there it is. Okay.
I don't know why that's happening. How do I?
Because when you cut the volume up for the music to play, it taps back into the mic when the music stops playing. Because when you cut the volume up for the music to play, is your phone still up? There's an echo coming from your phone.
Yeah, I guess it's playing the podcast.
There's an echo. Did you cut your sound back down?
I can barely hear it. It's all the way up.
Right. So you have to decide to play the music, or you have to decide that your sound's gonna be up.
Right. The music's not sounding like it's supposed to, so I'm not playing it.
Then cut your volume back down so that you stop the echo, please.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Miller was for the music because she said that's her favorite song in the whole wide world. Fire! Exclamation points! Hug emojis. But we'll get the sound right next week and play.
Yeah,
Correct?
and I'd rather Celsius be here anyway.
Okay, coolness.
All right, so
All right, so let's go on with a bang with the 5-second hits. I mean,
I really don't want to do it, but okay.
But wait, okay, so let's pick a topic. Do we do a random jam session that isn't as random as normal? What topic you want to talk about?
I don't really care.
As long as you're into it. As long as your enthusiasm is there. It's one, and this beat plays for a very short amount of time. All right, so it's like no, no. People want the song. The people want the song. Oh, and
I mean, I can try, but if it ain't sounding right, there's no point in playing it. You know what I mean? I don't know how to get the sound system. We have this issue every week.
all right. Well, we'll try next week when he's down here. Or do you want to call him down here to see if he can assist? Is he here?
Huh?
What?
All right, I'm going to just try it.
Okay.
They said today would be nice. We're going to do a sound check again, one more time. I'm going to stop it. So I need y'all to respond quickly with enthusiasm. Is it listen-toable? Starting back.
Not perfect, but listen toable.
I don't hear nothing.
Your volume has to go back up.
I think it's a shortening this chord or something. Is it any better? It's called Tears of the Soul.
I'm just copy and paste it back in there. Okay. All right.
Better as in clear enough to hear and appreciate?
Yes.
Or?
Yes.
All right, I'm about to play it back from the beginning and let's just let it ride. I think it's a shortening in the chord or something because it sounds staticky sometimes, then others it don't.
So many people dying around me, wondering if I'm next. My health ain't been the best lately, I'm feeling the effects. Coming up has been the worst, you can't relate to my tears. I've been dying inside, crying for help with no volunteers. Been trying to cope with this madness over 40 plus years. Nightmares of my darkest hours, face to face with my fears. Lead me to some understanding, I'm hurting as it appears. I've been begging a long time, it seems like nobody hears. And my heart has been sad, and on this road has been lonely. Hardly anyone has my back, and most of them are so phony. I am constantly reminded I've been grasping for straws, and these demons on my heels just because I got so many flaws. So many things floating in the back of my mind. I pray to God to have mercy on me. A lifetime of suffering causing aches to my soul. Many things I just wanna unsee. So I'ma take these burdens and get them to Jehovah, hoping one day I'll be finally set free. Don't have much of a choice, you hear the pain in my voice. I'm sick and tired and I'm down on both knees. Tears of the soul. I never knew my worth till Patrice came and showed it to me. Needed Pops to be my father, I felt like he owed it to me. Then again, it hit me as I'm sitting here thinking the only thing he wouldn't do for me was stop drinking. If I needed it, I had it himself for what I wanted most. Wouldn't sacrifice that bottle, he was too deeply engrossed. So I suffered mental trauma, that's a lot for me to handle. Desperate, I seen so much drama, I just wanna change the channel. Bodies dropping like flies, I'm going from one way to the next. Nothing shocking anymore, yet and still I'm so perplexed on how bad things are becoming, though we had a warning. So many families everywhere mourning, in this world we were born. So many things floating in the back of my mind. I pray to God to have mercy on me. A lifetime of suffering causing aches to my soul. Many things I just wanna unsee. So I'ma take these burdens and get them to Jehovah, hoping one day I'll be finally set free. Don't have much of a choice, you hear the pain in my voice. I'm sick and tired and I'm down on both knees. Tears of the soul. I keep a tight grip holding on to family ties. Life's a script I can't predict before saying final goodbyes. Who's really gonna comfort whenever the soul cries? I put no trust into the clergy, it's clear that they told lies. Everyone is not your friend, keep your senses for the traitors. Never put your faith in men, even our own siblings are haters. And it hurts, I'm stumbling and my thinking isn't stable. They're modern day virgins of Cain when he murdered Abel. And I felt so many knives being thrusted in my back. Through it all I still survived, all I ever see is black. Even though my loyalty has never come to question, that's food for thought before digestion, declining all suggestions. So many things floating in the back of my mind. I pray to God to have mercy on me. A lifetime of suffering causing aches to my soul. Many things I just wanna unsee. Tears of the soul. So I'ma take these burdens and get them to Jehovah, hoping one day I'll be finally set free. Tears of the soul. Don't have much of a choice, you hear the pain in my voice. I'm sick and tired and I'm down on both knees. Tears of the soul. So many things floating in the back of my mind. I pray to God to have mercy on me. Tears of the soul. A lifetime of suffering causing aches to my soul. Many things I just wanna unsee. Tears of the soul. So I'ma take these burdens and get them to Jehovah, hoping one day I'll be finally set free. Tears of the soul. Don't have much of a choice, you hear the pain in my voice. I'm sick and tired and I'm down on both knees. Tears of the soul. Tears of the soul.
Tears of the Soul.
Cut the volume down, please. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Beautiful.
I mean, it's up to y'all. If y'all want to hear one more, I can play another one too before we roll. We got time for one more, but yeah. You got something you want to say about this one? Before we close out, move on.
I think beautiful.
Beautiful.
Summed it up. Beautiful. All right, so
that song actually was going to go on the Secrets album.
It fits. It does fit. The pain and the ice fits.
Yeah, it got pulled off though.
Okay. So all right, we'll figure out when we're gonna release it.
There was a couple Jones I pulled back.
So
I had a jam-packed album. I took a couple Jones off.
So James, what neighborhood is he from?
The Fifth.
James from the Fifth said 100. Mama Eclipse said fire. Miller said fire. Sunday Treat said fire. And a blue heart. Miller said 100. Strong arm fire. Kevin Port said fire. Bianca said thumbs up, fire music. Kevin Port said can't wait for the album. You keep teasing us with fire. Joyce Barnes said just musical. Miller said just prayer. Thank you. Sunday Treat said love it with the heart emoji eyes. James said, I can't even speak on it. I know you've been through it.
Yeah.
And then James said 100 fire. Miller said yes. The praise hands, fire emoji, fire emoji.
Appreciate it.
Fire emojis. All right. So do you want to end it with a last song? Okay.
It's up to them.
Okay.
I ain't gonna bombard them or force it on them.
Do the people want the last
if
song?
y'all want to hear another unreleased track, I'll play another.
Would you like to hear another unreleased
y'all.
song? They're gonna say yes. I've never seen them say no. We don't want no more of your music. I've never seen it. I've literally never seen it.
I was saying sometimes you might want to wait the next time, maybe not tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
All right. Poppy Barnes is in the chat.
Nah, man, you misunderstood the line.
Okay, so Poppy Barnes said you busted me out in the song.
You misunderstood the line, Pops.
What?
I'll break it down to you, huh?
What? He misunderstood the line?
Yeah. I actually said the only thing he wouldn't do for me was stop drinking. If I needed it, I had it, except for what I wanted most.
Oh, so being okay.
So I mean, he would do anything for me besides this one thing. He misunderstood the line.
See, Poppy Barnes, there's love there. Yeah, if I needed it, I had
It
it.
actually showed you love in that line.
Yeah. All right. Sunday Tree said yes. James said no and laughing. James said play it.
Yeah, funny. All right, so I'm gonna play another song called "All the Time." Yeah, this song is real and it's deep. It's similar to Tears of the Soul. This will not be on Secrets album either.
Oh wow. Okay, and for those of you who said that you
it might can still make it at the last moment though. It might can still make it at the last minute. We'll see.
Okay. For those of you who said that you forgot to support with the song that we just released, Laugh On. I am dropping the information into the chat for you. Again, it's just about support because this man spends a lot of time at the studio making sure that these bangers are professionally produced. We all know studio time isn't cheap. And again, if we were trying to really just hit people's heads, we'd be charging. It's really just a sign of how much support do we really have if we start doing merch or if we want to take this in a different direction. Would it be a wise thing to do? It just kind of helps us to measure where we are as far as expansion. And if we're like, okay, we $2 is a little too much. And we know that merch is not on the horizon for the Dark Squad or other things. It just helps us to gauge things, but it's not really about the money. It's about support.
Facts.
All right,
so I'm going to close this out with this last song, unreleased. The name of this song is called All the Time.
Oh, okay.
Again, it's another deep song, one of them heartfelt, real life experience type songs. So let's close the show.
You got to cut it all the way up first and then start it over.
Hold on, there we go.
I like it already though. You want to start it over? Man. That's deep. Right. We're going to start over.
Oh, yeah, it's this chord, I'm telling you.
All right, we might have to replace it. But
Yeah.
this helps us to figure out what.
Because sometimes it's clear and the other times it's like staticky and foggy.
That's correct.
Let's see. right now would sound like.
If I could press rewind, travel back in the time, I transform some ugly things into something sublime. So many heights I would climb, quick turn on the dime, rewrite some pages of my story, change the readings of rhyme. When it came to my choices, I have a different selection. When I looked into the mirror, I see a different reflection. Would have done a whole lot better with the devil's rejections, and wouldn't have claimed certain things now that I've seen the connections. I correct me the mistakes, so many things that I have done. I have so many regrets, I would have been a better son. When it came to choosing friends, I probably would have chosen none other than Jehovah God. That's all I need, the only one. Had I known what I know now, there's a lot of things I would have shunned. My whole life has been like staring down the barrel of a gun, face to face with death itself without the energy to run. February 6, 1979, the day it begun. If I could, I wouldn't hesitate. I'm so sick and tired of dark clouds raining down on me. How much evil do I have to see? If things have been different, ain't no telling who I might be. Under pressure, but refuse to fold. But trying to hold on, but it's hard cause this world's so cold. It's just a few things on my mind I think about all the time. Apologize to everyone I've ever done wrong. If I ain't told you to your face, well here it is in the song. When you live a life like mine, it takes a lot to be strong. Really better days will be coming, but they're taking too long. In the meantime, I just gotta suffer, so let me man up. Been knocked down on my ass, I'm too tired to stand up. Don't have a choice, I'm not about to lay down. Been pummeled down to the canvas, but refuse to stay down. I should've been there for my sister, I would've definitely protected you. It really hurts my heart to see the way them kids affected you. Your teacher would've caught it for the way he disrespected you. Whoever tries it now, I'll put this pistol to a neck or two. I promise, little sis, I would've never let him hurt you. I've been working on my patience, I've been told that it's a virtue. I wish I could just start over, take it back to the beginning, and I hope God can forgive me for all of the willful sinning. If I could, I wouldn't hesitate. I'm so sick and tired of dark clouds raining down on me. How much evil do I have to see? If things have been different, ain't no telling who I might be. Under pressure, but refuse to fold. Been trying to hold on, but it's hard cause this world's so cold. It's just a few things on my mind I think about all the time. Sleepless nights, restless weeks, a lot of countless hours. Many answers I seek, I gotta pray for the power to make a few tweaks so I can live with the righteous at peace with the meek. So when I pour out my heart with everything that I speak, please can I have a little mercy? Been feeling so weak, and then I've been through so much, feel like I'm a break. So can you come through in the clutch? So much I can take, pardon errors, so at least half the bad decisions I make. I can't see in all this darkness, so I'm swerving through the lanes. I've already had enough, and I can't go through this again. Down and up, please give me strength to what is left of what remains. After taking all these losses, what is left for me to gain? I've been trying to do my best, no more or less I'm feeling plain. No, I gotta make some changes, so I'm going against the grain. Trying to be a better man, so tell me what does that pertain? Feeling bad at head to toe, give me something to numb the pain. If I could, I wouldn't hesitate. I'm so sick and tired of dark clouds raining down on me. How much evil do I have to see? If things have been different, ain't no telling who I might be. Under pressure, but refuse to fold. Been trying to hold on, but it's hard cause this world's so cold. It's just a few things on my mind I think about all the time. If I could, I wouldn't hesitate. I'm so sick and tired of dark clouds raining down on me. How much evil do I have to see? If things have been different, ain't no telling who I might be. Under pressure, but refuse to fold. Been trying to hold on, but it's hard cause this world's so cold. It's just a few things on my mind I think about all the time. I most definitely wouldn't hesitate if I could do it all over again. The devil's trying to regulate, to conquer me cause I was born into sin. But I'm just trying to elevate, I'm leaning on the most high for the win. It's just a few things on my mind, think about all the time.
Unreleased all the time.
I'm not usually quiet, but there was, goodness gracious, there was a lot in there. There was a lot in there. You apologizing for past wrongs. You talking about how you would have been a better brother to your sister. You would have protected her more from the bullying that the kids did. How you would have been a better son. There's just so much truth in the song, and just so much. There's musicality. So the song is musically
fire, but at the same time, there's so much raw emotion in it, until it just makes you stop and reflect on your own life. I'm about to sing you $2 myself. Like that's amazing. That's amazing that you have the talent and the honesty to do that. I don't know how Mama Eclipse, how does it, like, from a parental perspective, we know that this one gave it to you growing up, but how does it feel to, as a mother of an adult, to listen to his emotional inner thoughts? Because it's rare for a parent to be able to get a perspective this detailed on the mental thoughts of their child. We don't speak to our parents this clearly. We might say this hurt me or that hurt me or I struggled with this growing up. But to get this mental diary into a child, how does that feel for a parent?
Interesting question.
No, I wonder about that, because you really have a diary that your mother is reading, so to speak. How does that feel?
Right.
So Joyce Barnes said fire. Miller said I support local artists, especially ones who've been through the struggles like me. At Patrice, Dark Squad for life. Sunday Treat said deep. Celsius It from Italy.
Celsius is here.
Said no, that's a fire track. He didn't even want to play nothing because he thought she wasn't in the building.
Yeah, I played it. I don't know if you was here for the one I just played. I just played another song too. I didn't see you, but glad you're back.
Okay.
Because I wasn't about to play nothing because you wasn't here, but some people wanted it, so I played it anyway.
All right. Kevin Port said, love these songs. These are heartfelt songs that the listener can actually feel. Love it, cuz. Miller got just straight fire emojis. And Mama Eclipse said, it amazes me. It is quite an amazing talent that you have to be able to put such emotion and clear stories to words.
Right.
It is amazing.
It's just real. You know what I'm saying? So I write what's in my heart. Even when it's violent or angry. That's what's in my heart. You know what I'm saying? I write my real life experience, my real feelings and emotions. So that's why I come out like that.
Absolutely. Okay, Celsius said, I smooth fell asleep. I caught this one though. I'm gonna circle back on the other one. It's all right. He came in the clutch when the clutch was necessary.
That grief leaf.
Yeah. Or that Italian
loose
breeze.
juice.
So it's all good. It's all good. All right. Well, so starting with Fork in the Road for the intro and ending with these two. As we always say, each podcast.
You think these were good picks?
They were excellent. Each podcast has a different energy. Some of them are chill. Some of them are just straight high energy tomfoolery, and some fall somewhere in the middle.
Right.
But it appears that wherever we hit, that's what the energy is supposed to be for that night.
Right.
So, so for this one, it was kind of scaled back a little bit so we could reconnect with people, reconnect with our frequency. But I think this was absolutely the right choice.
Okay. So real quick, I'm going to ask y'all a question before we even try to plan this out. I was thinking about having a listening party for my actual album when it drops.
The Secrets album.
The Secret albums. I wanted to see if Dion was free and kind of plan to see if we could be here that Friday and do a listening party for my album. But I only want to do it if people were going to show up. If it's just me, Patrice, my mama, and Uncle Cook, then we listen to it separately on our own time. And if you ain't coming, it's all right to just say, nah, I ain't going to be there. But I don't want to plan it and then we're not here partying. I want to have a listening party on the podcast for the Secrets album on the day that it drops.
Now,
so y'all let me know. So
and
I
it would last
plan
about the same amount of time as the podcast.
It would be shorter.
Yeah.
It would be shorter.
So we could listen to it song by song, give our thoughts.
Just let it play from the beginning and just let it ride. Y'all comment, whatever.
Yeah,
just
add
let
our
it rock.
own, because each of his songs to me.
I want to share this with people. You know, I want to share this moment with people. So
and
y'all let me know.
Your songs
will y'all
take
be there
off
for a listening party of the album when it drops? It'll be on the same day it drops.
Okay. So then Kevin Port said Fork in the Road is definitely one of my faves. It's at the top of the list.
Mine too.
Miller said Kevin Port, yes, for the Fork in the Road song.
Love Fork in the Road.
Okay, so the listening party would take the place of the podcast that week if Dion is free. And then we would listen together. His songs take us all to our own emotional places, whether it's happy, joyful riding songs, like whatever that song was when you was riding. What's that song
Tank
called?
on E.
Tank on
E.
E.
This album is definitely a roller coaster ride. It's what Well, all of my albums are different. Like, none of them sound alike. They may have some familiarities, but that's the same with this one. It's familiar, but it's a lot that's different at the same time.
All right. So
I stayed doing new things to not become stale and doing, you know what I'm saying?
yes.
So it's familiar, but it's different. But I think I would definitely meet expectations. I'm not worried at all.
All right. So Sunday Treats is in. She said even if she's Ubering, she's in. She's in.
Okay, we got one.
Kevin Port said, I definitely come out, cuzzo. Celsius said, sounds like a plan. So me, you, your mother, Bianca, Sunday Treats, Kevin Porch, Miller, and Celsius. We got a group.
All right, well, let's do it. Let's do it.
The rest of y'all are invited as well. But the 6 of us will be in
show
here
up, show
partying.
up.
Yeah, the
We'll
6
do
of
it with all
us.
6 of us then.
That's
do it.
correct. Me, Celsius, Sunday Treats, Kevin Porch, and Miller. We gonna be in here jamming. Oh, and Mama
I'm
Barnes.
very excited to release this album. Just got to do a photo shoot
Party
first.
of 6. Party
The
of 6.
album's ready. Everything is done. I just got to get the album cover, and I have to do a photo shoot for that. So that's coming up within the next 2 weeks. From there, the date is set. The album's coming out in April for sure.
Okay.
It might be. I'm hoping for mid-April, but it's ready. So let's go.
All right. Well, okay. So again, thank you guys. Listening party this Friday. Same bat channel. And so it'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It only takes as long as it takes for the song to play, and then YouTube kicks you out. So, so it's not no long type of thing. You can do it from the car. You can also talk into your phone, your comments. Kevin
No, I
Porch-
mean we can still talk in the comments even once the album.
yeah,
is
but I'm
finished.
saying I'm talking about for Friday. This
Oh,
Friday.
this Friday.
For you, May.
Oh yeah, listening party. You mad? This Friday. Take us about 4 minutes, 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Show up real quick. It's the 7 to 7:04.
And then
That's all I ask.
When the
Come
song
party
goes
with
on,
me real
YouTube
quick.
throws you out. So,
Come party
yeah,
with me
absolutely.
real quick for the new
Get
single
it
dropping
in
this Friday.
And keep your Friday
From
going.
7 o'clock to 7:04. Try to get me for myself. Get me for myself this 7 to 7:04. That's all I
Party
ask.
with us. That's correct. Party with us. All right. So that's this Friday. You can already put your notifications on. You mad? It's already
And
up
y'all
on
know
the
I'm going to
channel.
send the link in the chat, and I'm going to remind y'all and all that. So, yeah.
All
7
right.
to 7:04.
Okay. All right. So appreciate y'all for that. And then we will have the next one that drops is on April the 4th.
April the 4th.
The next song. So that will go up so that you'll be able
And
to
then
follow.
whatever the following Friday after
Sounds
April
like
the
about the
4th
11th. Sounds like maybe
is
the
another
11th.
single dropping, which is Assault.
By
Alley.
Dark Alley. So we have a Dark Alley song dropping on the 11th.
Yeah, I'm dropping them. I'm doing all this leading into the release of the album.
Just back to back dropping
back
singles.
to back dropping them singles, and then bow, here go the album. And none of what I'm dropping is on the album. None of these singles are on the album. So it's a whole separate project.
Okay. All right. Now, heads up. Now, this one, You Mad, is more back to street gritty Eclipse. So this ain't one of them thinking reflective things. Okay.
Nah, I mean it's one of those lyrical, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right.
Nah, I ain't thinking deep on this one.
All right. Kevin Port said, just let me know the date so I can make sure I let the wife know so I'm covered. I got you. Oh, Kevin Port, that sounds like simping. Kevin Port sounds like a smart man. Just so, because if he don't let the wife know,
Wisdom.
sometimes women make plans for you, and so it's like, and then if you don't, know the plan.
Nah, y'all would know way in advance.
Yeah,
I
then
want
you
to
can't-
plan
you
it
can't
out
be in the
so we
plan.
can, you know what I'm saying? I want to bring this moment in with everybody together.
And you should. You have worked hard for this. The writing, the recording, the time, the money that's spent to make sure, because you have an ear and you don't want it to sound like anything. So all of that, you have definitely earned it. And we want to make sure that it is given and received the way that it should be. So we got you. I'll be here. And I think my family will show up for some period of time. Okay, so a good 6 to 8 of us, and whoever else wants to come. All right, so I got you, Kevin Porsche. He said, "Right on." Women will make
we'll have a
plans for
crowd
you.
up in here.
They'll make plans for you, and then they'll get mad because you like. So you gotta let them know so they don't already have something on the agenda. All right, So we're gonna close out for this Live Music Monday Wednesday edition. And so, as you already know, I'll see you guys on Friday at the Live Music Listening Party. For those of you that want to support,
that's 2 days from now.
There are plenty of singles that you can support. There's the Laugh On, there's You Mad, and there's plenty more coming up. You've got our Cash App if you choose to do so. For Live Music Monday, Wednesday edition, I am Patrice.
This is Eclipse.
And we are Dark Squad Entertainment. We're out. Good night. As soon as we can find Dion, but technically we're out.
We almost out.
That's correct. We're leaving.
We done, D.
All right, Dion. We finished.
Yeah.
Yeah. this is how we do. We love a Dion. So.
I said hell yeah.
All right. So again, appreciate y'all. James said love, brother. James, please come back through.
Nah, that's my dude
please
there.
Come back through. And thank y'all so much
That's
for
my
coming
homie
through.
for
James,
life.
listening party on Friday.
Uh-oh.